What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday once again. Hopefully,
Friday already? Doesn't feel like it.
I'm hoping that they can hear me. Can everybody hear me okay? I don't know. We've got some audio issues going on.
I can hear you.
I see when you talk, but we hear both of you. Okay, thank you, because we had to play
Thank you, Dolores.
Russian roulette with headphones here. Because my other headphones, I tried them, but they literally pick up flies farting in the other room. So that was too much.
Yeah, they're too good. We had to
They're
back
too
down the
good.
headphone
Well,
usage.
I don't know. Does that make them too good when you can hear every little sound? Is that too good? I don't know. I mean, they should be like noise canceling,
Well, they are
whatever.
noise canceling for the, for you.
Right. I can't hear it pretty much anything this time, but everybody else can hear everything. I mean, the microphone, it needs to
Yeah.
be like only pick up voice. I'm sure there's a way to set it. I just have to go through and play it.
Well, yeah, but he's downstairs. He's not that loud where I can hear him
Are
through
you
a
gonna
closed
gear
door
me?
from
Can you
downstairs.
gear me? Just
I can hear him.
Yeah, I know last week we played a game, obviously, over and
Mm-hmm.
over again, and then I never got to build this cave fund, and I'm thinking, even though it's completely full of juice, I'm going to have to figure out a way to vape either some of this juice out or something so that I can build it in a little while. Um, and maybe go over some old coil build methods. I saw some of the video from the rally, and to be honest, it looked
Mm-hmm.
like not that many people showed up to that rally. If there would have been more people, they would have panned the camera around and shown, but I didn't see that many people there.
Well, considering the circumstances.
I mean, that was. I understand them planning it around that time because the
Mm-hmm.
PMTA is coming out, and it being a holiday. That was the problem. It was a holiday weekend. It's like,
Well, it's also a pandemic with restrictions everywhere, and
right,
um, no one wants to.
socialize, and that,
Well,
that's the whole
I
thing.
can understand going out and doing certain things, going out to dinner, but you're going to go stand in a big crowd full of people, and we all know how con crud works. So,
Yeah,
you know,
you can get
I don't.
con crud just
Yeah.
from going to a convention. You don't even have to do anything. Really. Oh, look, I got con
Hmm.
crud. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. At least you
Um,
didn't drill a hole in your finger, did you, Scorpio
um,
Orvio, like someone else I know?
um, I've been switching back and forth. I've been vaping the Kraken a lot, which is just a stock cold tank. But to me, it's almost like I'm trying to get more vapor than it produces. I'm like, I take really long draws off this thing, and I shouldn't be having to. This one was okay. The K Fun, I understand that it's mouth to lung, and I'm like trying to. That whistles. It probably does. You know what happened when I put the airflow ring back on this? It's upside down, so it's having to go in at an angle, and it's kind of. I think that's what's making it whistle. I can probably fix that right now,
Was
actually.
that the one you just vaped on, or was it the K Fun that you're vaping on? It sounded like you're trying to suck the
K
battery
Fun?
out of the bottom of the mod.
No, the K Fun doesn't whistle. This one, however, is
Okay, yeah,
whistling.
that's quiet.
This one, I'm going to flip this ring over, and hopefully that takes care of the whistle. There we go. See, now it's lined up. I know y'all aren't going to be able to tell the difference, but now it's
Well, there
lined
you
up.
go, Tom Long.
So we'll try it like this and see if it still whistles. It's so weird because you can't tell. There's no like this end up on the airflow ring. So you can put it
Mm-hmm.
on the wrong way, and you have to look at it really close because the inside part that's cut out doesn't quite line up with the outside. So let me see if it's it's better. It's still got a little bit of noise to it, but it definitely it's not whistling now. It just makes
It's
noise.
just loud.
Yeah. That's actually vaping pretty good now. But it's man, my oldest son that we took him some do I have an Nvidia card in this PC? I do believe it is Nvidia, dar thing. What happened? What's wrong with Nvidia? Oh Lord. I
It
do
doesn't
believe it is
matter.
Nvidia.
You're not getting a new computer, so deal with whatever issue
No, I
they
don't
have.
need a new computer. I don't need a new computer. I like the computer I got. But um, oh, check out NVIDIA RTX voice. Oh, look, see there? See, he's just giving me ideas. That's fine.
Yeah, he's trying to spend your money. Dire thing would do no such thing, though, I'm
Uh,
sure.
we don't make anybody spend money on this show. You know how that
No,
goes.
not at all.
They did finally announce the price on the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. I don't know if any of y'all have kept up with that, but the bigger square black box Xbox Series X is $499, and then the smaller Xbox Series S that looks like, I know people say it looks like a washing machine, or I think it looks like a speaker to me. It looks like a
Mm-hmm.
white speaker with a black grill on it, but um, not bloody likely, dear Scuba. Noise canceling runs on the graphics card. Really? That's interesting.
Hey, RS, how you doing?
What is up, RS? Yeah, wow. I did get the other bot going. Let me see if this comes through for her and everybody. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm just going to test it.
So
That's
they're right up your alley, then,
nasty.
aren't they, Jamila? I know you love ugly boxes.
You didn't hear that, did you?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
They are
Well,
kind of
I heard
ugly.
it, and I'm sure they heard it, but okay. I was
Feel
just
you, Dolores.
checking to see. What's
Hey,
up,
Ninja.
Ninja? How you doing? Silent's been casting a lot more lately. I think he, even though his internet sucks.
Hey,
Hello,
Cassie.
Demillan. Demillan, I still never got the one shots from Tam Vapes. She's as bad as me at mailing stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a lot of room to talk.
I don't have
Just
any room
saying.
to talk. I don't,
Lots.
and
No, you don't.
there's
That
no
was
rush.
sarcasm.
I was supposed to get in contact with Batman, and I haven't messaged him yet either. Hey,
Hey,
Breeze.
Breeze.
So, I was supposed to, because he was going to send me his line, which I'm really interested to trying that
Mm-hmm.
pineapple upside down boogity boogity cake that he's got. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. But it sounds really good.
That's probably not it.
No, that is
Whatever
not
you
it.
just
Uh,
said.
Speed, okay. Speed did send me a message, Cloud Chucker. He's having his truck worked on, and he was at the
Mm-hmm.
car dealership, and the dealership told him it would take 4 hours to fix his car, and he messaged me at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and he said they hadn't even started on it yet. And I'm like, ooh, that's probably gonna put you late for the show. But hey, he messaged me and let me know, which is awesome. So I'm
Yep.
not
So
gonna.
every time Speed calls out, y'all got me instead.
There you
Yay for
go.
you.
Yeah, speed's good. Cloud Chucker, I think he's doing a lot better now. I don't think he's sore
Mm-hmm.
anymore from his accident. I mean, he's been going to physical therapy anyway, which is probably a requirement with his job and stuff. And they probably make you go to physical therapy. So there you go.
Breeze, if it was anybody but you, I would have taken that as sarcasm. But thank you.
What? What? I missed something.
Hello, Luke.
The breeze munchkin.
She said yay when well, I'm assuming that was in response to what I said, that every time Speed calls out, they get me.
Yeah.
So,
There's my son Luke in the room. That's
class.
that's my oldest son right there,
See,
Luke
Dolores, I
Coran.
can't tell if that was class or if
And
that was real. Thank you.
he he um he went and got a job at Home Depot, and my son speaks English and Spanish very fluently. I could never do that. He speaks Spanish like he's from Mexico. I mean, he's freaking boom. So he got hired by Home Depot, and they gave him a desk job like right off the bat, and he's already got promoted. I knew that they promoted quick, but damn, he hadn't even been there like a week and a half, and they already promoted him. Which he's not sure if he wants to
Thank you
take the
for
promotion
checking in.
because he's like, I don't know if I want to do that. So whichever way they go about it, I know once you've been there so long, then you get stock options and all that stuff with that company, and it's
Hmm.
not like Home Depot's going anywhere. That's a solid company to work for because people's always going to be upgrading their house, working on their house, and they have subcontractors that work under Home Depot anyway. So
Yep.
yeah, that's
No,
fine.
I don't think Home Depot, Lowe's, and the like are going anywhere anytime soon. So
Which reminds me, and I didn't mention it to you yet. He did say he is almost out of juice, and we don't really have empty bottles because I mean I know he needs juice, and I don't want him to run out. And because he's
Mhm.
actually, I didn't tell y'all, he has been ever since we took him that juice down there. He's look, my son works for Home Depot. He's a manager after 1.5 years. Luke, there you go.
Wow.
He's a manager after 1.5 years. So yeah, my son Luke is he's ever since we took the juice down there, he has not smoked since, which
Well,
is
because we brought him
freaking
good
awesome.
juice too, so
Yeah, we
that
did bring
makes a
him good
huge
juice.
difference. Yeah, if you find something you like. Yeah.
There you go. I mean, vaping is not. I've seen people do it, and then they're like, it's not really for me. But a lot of times, those people that go into vape shops that try stuff, they'll try a tobacco juice or a menthol juice, trying to mimic the flavor of a cigarette. And if you're doing that, you're really going about it the wrong way because,
Well, you're gonna be really disappointed because there is no
right,
mimicking
it's
that
not the same, right? So what you want to try to do is
nicely.
divert your attention away from tobacco tasting stuff. You
Hmm.
want, the fruits and the desserts and the custards and all that type of stuff. It's like if you can get something that you enjoy that doesn't taste like a cigarette, it's that much easier, I think, to quit because I really think if you're a smoker and you start vaping and you try to start vaping by using a tobacco flavor to mimic cigarettes, you're just pushing your habit that you already have. You're not trying to go away from it. You're sticking with it, which is bad. You
Well,
want to go the opposite.
even if you decide that, because I thought the same thing. Well, not the same thing. I thought the opposite. That if I it's still in the drawer, Trackman Joe. I got I got so I ordered envelopes from FedEx, right? Or
Um,
no, from the US Postal Service. They're huge. So, yeah, we're going to have to end up going to have to they're going to come in giant envelopes because I don't know what else to do. All the stores around here that you can go to buy envelopes for $1 or whatever, they don't have any. So,
Congrats, Jazzy, on he look his name's Ed Jagla. He doesn't even go by
mhm.
Jazzy Jag now.
Yeah,
What
he's just Ed.
if you stop vaping now you turn to Ed? I hey Pat. As far as the Dead Rabbit RTA is concerned, it is an excellent RTA. I would highly recommend getting that. So if you're having reservations about getting a Dead Rabbit, don't. You will like that RTA. It is one of the few top airflow RTAs that actually have excellent flavor. Some of the top flow RTAs is like on flavor, but the Dead Rabbit, it's great. I think she was using the Dead Rabbit for a while. I don't know if that's what you're still using, but
No, I've got the intake.
oh, you got the King. Yeah, the King is an excellent mech mod. I myself I want to get the what is heavy metals called?
I don't
Hit
know.
hard, harder hidden, harder, the whatever the hell it's
You're
called.
asking the
That one,
wrong person. I don't know.
the heavy hitter. See, I knew it was something like that. Thanks, Demon Hunter. I couldn't remember the name of it, but yeah, I want to get one of those. Even though it's a hybrid mod, which obviously, if you're going to vape on something that's hybrid, you really need to know what you're doing because if the 510 pin doesn't stick down enough, you take a big risk of shorting out on something that's regulated, like I don't know, the Tinker, anything like this is going to say short and it's not going to let you fire it. A mechanical mod that's strictly mechanical does not care. It will let you push the button, and what will happen is this mod will get really hot and it will either vent the battery
Hmm.
or explode in your hand, which is very bad. You don't want that to happen.
I used to worry when my mech would get warm because I'm like, is this hot? Is this hot? Until I got a hybrid and
Right.
learned really quick, what hot really means. Because you touch that button with your
Um,
pinky when it's a shorted out button, and yeah, there's no doubt.
Nice, Demon
Oh,
Hunter. Yeah, you know what? I got no doubts that heavy hitter is an excellent mod. From just the way it looks and knowing knowing heavy metal and how good of a guy he is and how he is a strict mechanical. I mean, he vapes more mech mods than anybody I've ever seen. So I know that for a fact that he wasn't going to put out no crap mod. So that right there just tells me, hey, you know what? What's up, Pud Puffs? How you doing?
Pub.
I think that the fact that heavy, there's a few people out there like even Aries really is into mech mods, and I don't think you're going to get a better vape than straight up RDA on a mechanical mod. Now, obviously, the battery drop off is where the mech mod falls short of the regulated mods
Mm.
because you'll get a great vape to start off with for the first 30 minutes to an hour, and then you'll start noticing the battery drop off, and you'll start, but the best thing to do at that point, change the battery out. Don't even risk trying to, because the other thing on a mechanical mod, like on a regulated mod, like say this Tinker 2, if you're vaping this and the battery gets low, it'll say battery low. A mechanical mod doesn't care. It's still going to try to fire it no matter how low the battery is. And you really don't want to lower your battery below 3.2 volts. If you do that, your charger may not recognize it anymore and it won't charge it back up. So be on the safe side instead of continuing to vape it until it's completely dead, because if you do that, your charger, depending on what charger you got, some of them will try to rescue the battery, but doing that is harmful to the battery. You don't just switch the batteries out. If you don't have enough batteries, buy more batteries. That way, when you start to notice the battery drop off and you're not getting the vape that you want, swap the battery out. Easiest way to do it. Um,
So, in other words, if you're vaping on a mech, carry 12 sets of batteries around with you at all times.
oh wow, Pat, that is awesome to know. Well, Jazzy's always been a cool dude, and him hooking you up with a freaking black and gold G class, that is freaking
Mm-hmm.
awesome. I'm still under on the Wi-Fi. Well, hey, Pud, gotta do what you gotta do, man. The black and gold G class is freaking awesome. I think I have my gold G class up here on my stand, which no telling which section it's in right now.
It's
There's a
not
T
there. I took it.
class. You took it.
I'm just kidding. I didn't
Oh, I'm
take it.
like, what? It would not surprise me if Munchkin took it, because she will slick me. She'll be like, yeah, I don't know where your mod went. Oh, I can't turn it. It's getting stuck on
No,
something.
I
But
wouldn't take it without telling you I took it.
I've had this mod right here, which you cannot find anymore. Even the ones that I did see, because this came from the Philippines, even the ones that I did see had holes on the side right here for venting, I guess. But honestly, the venting is right there in the caps. So this is a dual 18650, and this thing is solid. I mean, it is solid. Well, let me show you all the
That's
Dragon
cool
again.
looking.
This is really cool, and it's just dirty. That's all. I mean, I haven't cleaned this thing in a while, but this is deeply engraved. You can actually paint this if you want. I don't know if y'all can see how deep that's engraved into there, but it and here's the fire button here. But there's not a lot to this mod. I mean, it's just really cool, and I haven't seen another one like it since. Stuff like that you don't want to get rid of. My Keen's up there, and what
Scorp
mod
wants
is
to know
that?
what mod
It
that
was
is.
called the Dragon something. It doesn't say on it, but I remember when I got it, the guy came and he literally had a briefcase that had velvet inside of it. Opened up the case and had like four of these mods in it, and I bought one. It wasn't
You
cheap.
got taken by the shiny-itis, the velvet cloth and the shiny silver, and you
No,
just turned into a raccoon.
I mean, this
Give
says
me the shinies.
J2P mods on there. If
Hmm.
that helps you try to find it, good luck. Because, I mean, this thing shines up. This is definitely a fingerprint magnet, to say the least. But it's a great hard hitting mod. No question on that. But wait, I don't want to turn it that way. I like seeing the dragon. There we go. Y'all remember these? Oh my God, when Fastech came out with these, and all I did was switch the battery doors.
Probably not.
Or not the battery doors. You don't
I think
remember
real
these old
silver would be too
squonkers like the
soft.
owls? Um,
Hmm.
The problem with these mods, even though they were cool little squonkers, is the the wiring that they used in here was way too thin. So if you vaped at any kind of lower ohms, it would get really hot, really really hot. Wow, that fire button was like frozen. Okay, the fire button's on top, which is a weird spot for the fire button. But I mean, it's still comfortable to hold and squonk, even though you almost need Japanese fingers to be able to push in this little hole right here. But yeah, these were cool back in the day, and they sold it. You could buy it with the a Squonker RDA that came with it.
I
But
remember when you were
ugh,
hawking those on your show, and I resisted the urge
yeah, they were
to buy
because
one.
they were cheap. They were less than 20
I bought
bucks. I
I
mean,
bought a Nazy instead.
the
That
Nazy
was
is
not
definitely
less than
better.
20
I mean,
bucks.
that's definitely better. But
Yeah, well, except for the fact that even as much as I spent on that, it still leaks around the edge of the bottle where it connects to the hose.
see, Domlong got one. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, the mods work fine. They just don't work
Hey,
good
Sue.
at lower ohms because the wiring they used going to the 510 is very thin. You could fix it really easy. You take it apart, you put in some thicker wire, put it back together, you're good to go. Because it's
Maybe that's
basically
what I could have you do. You could
what?
get my Nazy out and see if you can fix it because where the bottle attaches to the hose, it leaks. So as you're squeezing it, juice is leaking out and inside the
Why didn't you
box.
tell me about this before?
Well, I'm telling you now, get it. It's in the cabinet right in front of you.
Oh, find. Oh, wow. Pat, I could bring out multiple mods. You'd be like, where did Scuba get that from? And a lot of the older mods that I used to have that disappeared, I can't even show y'all anymore. But yeah, I got mods from years and years ago that actually were pretty cool. That
The
Dragon mod,
Scorp, I don't know if it's necessarily broke or if it's just an unfortunate side effect of where the bottle meets the hose that it just doesn't have a
Dolores,
good
I
seal.
seriously doubt this company is still in business anywhere. This is J2P Mods. It's in the Philippines. Um, like the letter J and the number 2 and the letter P, as in Paul, J2P Mods. It's a Philippine company, and this is deeply engraved. I mean, they used to sell them a while back, and usually the ones you find have holes on the side, on both of these sides, but this one has the holes down in the actual connectors where you put your batteries. But the thing is solid, man. Its fires great. I mean, I could put batteries in now and it'd work. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
Scorp, I think Jazzy sent me some extra little silicone bottles because the ones I have, the one that came with the Nazy are just the plastic ones. So Jazzy sent me some colored silicone ones, and I've never tried to switch them out. Those are actually
am
on
I
the door of the
re-wicking
cabinet
the
in front of
vapor
me.
cloud? Which vapor cloud? Which mod do you speak of?
He
Vape
didn't buy that on
caddies.
my watch, Pat, so he's more than welcome to say how much he spent on it.
No, no, Pat. When I bought that, honestly, I'll tell you this, it was between $150 to $250. I can't remember the exact price. I'm thinking it was 225. Make mods like that back in the day. And I know you're like, holy crap, but back in the day, make mods like that were expensive. You just didn't you when you found them, it was like, oh my god, I'm buying that
Well,
because
the little hybrid that I have from what was the Wu Tang House of Mods, the Zodiac edition, that was
mhm.
200 and something, and that's literally a metal pipe.
Right. The
That's
only
it.
reason I got it that cheap from the Philippines, Pat, is because this guy literally went over there and got
Hey,
these
Yardbird.
mods. Back then was if you vaped back then years and years ago, that was the big Clone War time. So there was a lot of clone mods on the market. Getting something like that straight from them. Oh, the trilogy. I can do the trilogy vape tatties if you would like. I'm vaping the trilogy right now, actually. Here's the trilogy. The trilogy is one of the best RTAs on the market if it's built correctly. Actually, if you build this, even if you build it correctly, after you get the sag from the cotton, you're probably gonna get a little bit of leaking. It always happens just because after after a few days, your cotton starts to sag down, and as soon as it touches those walls, that honestly, if they made a version 2 of this and cut those walls down, there would be no issue with this RTA at all. But since it has those walls, when your cotton sags, it's going to touch those walls, and then it's going to create a channel for your liquid that goes right down the center, down to your 510, and make your mod wet. And you're going to wonder why, and that's exactly why, because you basically made a channel for your juice to drip down through. So, yeah, we'll build the trilogy. I got no problem with that. I want to build this K Fun. There's no way I'm going to be able to vape this juice down because it doesn't use that much juice. I mean, that's the whole purpose of mouth to lung. You can sit there, and most people that vape mouth to lung usually crank up their milligrams so they don't have to vape as much as often. Like
Depending on the mod, he's right, Pep.
if you're vaping 3 milligram and you're having to just chain vape the thing, you're probably at too low of a milligram and you need to go back up a little bit. But if you got something like this and you can get way low on the milligrams, then you're doing really good. But yeah, we'll redo the trilogy, not a problem. I'll just rewick it. No need to recoil it because these coils are fine. If you make it, or if you purchase some fused Claptons that are made really well, those coils can last you 6 months and longer in there without having to change them out. And I don't feel like making more fused Clapton wire right now. I have some that got bent for some reason. Look, it's all crooked. That's fused Clapton wire, but I could make another coil. I don't know how it got bent, but it did. Maybe it was in my book bag when we went to Atlanta. But
Maybe.
yeah, I could vape and vape on this and literally not move the liquid level. There's no way. So I will bring up that yes, it is 9/11, the anniversary of probably one of the worst days in the United States we ever had, and it's sad, and my heart goes out to all the families and people that were involved in 9/11, and I hope that they have picked their lives back up and moved on from it because that sucked. Um, you
Hmm.
tried buying anything after the PMTA? I have not yet, Daryl. I don't think that it's going to be any issues. I don't think anything's going to change as of yet. Number one, whether or not they decide to enforce any of this, they don't have the manpower to even try to legally block anything that's being sold right now. I'd love to be able to see. I mean, the worst I could see happening is if customs gets involved and they try to stop shipments from China. China's still going to ship it. They don't care. They'll still ship stuff.
Well, but here's the thing: is the FDA doesn't even really have the manpower to figure out who submitted their PMTAs and who hasn't.
That's right.
you know,
I
to
don't
even
think the FDA,
begin
that's what I'm
to
saying. FDA will
try to
pass it
stop
over to
anything.
customs. If they can pass it to customs and say, hey, you need to start looking for this. And then customs
Now,
takes
I did
over.
read somewhere, and I can't remember where it was at, that the FDA is planning on passing enforcement to the local health departments to
Mm,
enforce, like vape shops and stuff like that. But at the same time, with the vape shops, they don't have to file anything because they're reselling. They're not the manufacturers. So as long as they keep getting product in, is it really on their shoulders to, that's like, an electronics store, right? Selling electronics. Is it their responsibility to make sure the electronics that they sell have got the UL sticker on it, the Underwriters Laboratories?
right.
So I would imagine it would be the same thing. How are they going to enforce that? Would they
You
walk
know,
into a vape shop and go, "Show me proof that all the products that you sell, that those manufacturers have submitted their PMTAs"? They're not going to have that
they don't have
information.
to wear it for a while. Yeah, and Ed says they're going after disposables and pods, which I completely understand
Exactly. Yeah.
because most of the people that are in, most of the teenagers that are in high school that are too young to be vaping to start off with are vaping jewels or something of that nature, some type of
Easily
pod system.
concealable, small, tiny things. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, something that they can hide and sneak in the restroom and vape it, and they're good. And this whole Nick Salt 50 milligram. Oh, I need a quick hit. That gets on my nerves so
Well,
bad.
here's the thing too: is I don't think that any young people that are picking up vaping and vaping in the bathroom, they're not going to be lifelong vapors. You know what I mean? They're not. It's a fad for them.
Right.
It's gonna lose its shine. It's gonna lose. It's
Well,
because once everybody's doing it, then it's not gonna be the
that's the
cool,
whole
edgy
thing.
thing to do.
Everybody's doing it, right? But see, so what happens? That say they just pick up whatever pod and they get some juice that's 0 milligram. But then their buddy goes, man, if you want to get a buzz, you need to get some juice that has 50 milligram. And then there you go. They're all of a sudden, hey, start, you know, get on over to the nicotine side. Why do that? If you've never smoked,
Because they're
why
not
would you?
doing it for the nicotine, they're doing it for the buzz. Same way stupid kids in middle school used to huff Scotch Guard. I'm not naming names, but we didn't become Scotch Guard addicts. You know what I mean? It was just a fad that came and went. So I think even if these kids start picking up 50 milligram pods, first of all, I know that it's only going to take a couple times for them to get Nick sick, and when they hit it one too many times, and they're probably not going to do that anymore, because I don't like a nicotine buzz. you know Hey
What's
T,
up, T
I don't
Storms?
you know
I,
I don't like the nicotine buzz. That's not cool to me. That's not
well,
pleasant.
I mean, so do you think, as far as the teenagers go that are vaping in high school, are they vaping to be cool like their friends? Are they vaping because of vape tricks they saw on YouTube? Or,
I
or,
think you got two different categories. You got the ones that are vaping 0 milligram that are doing the cloud tricks and trying to be cool, and then
right?
you got the ones that are like somebody gave them a jewel and said, "Hey, you could try this," and hey, that's blueberry, that tastes good. They may pick it up, vape it a couple times, and never touch it again.
They're
And I'm
vaping
sure there are
THC.
there
Wow.
are kids, but yeah, but you can't vape THC in a jewel. you
Probably all of
um,
the above. I don't doubt that at all,
Yeah, and
Deanna.
I'm sure there's some teenagers that are also vaping because they were smoking before and tried that, and it's better for them.
Huffing hairspray. Okay,
Right. Well, we
RS.
we never tried hairspray because that sticks to your face and shit.
I
Scotch
knew there
guard
was some reason that
doesn't, but
RS was able to take that one chip challenge with no problems. He's
right?
huffing
Yeah,
huffing
he was
hairspray.
zooming on hairspray. Um, yeah. So I mean, teenagers do dumb shit for a variety of reasons. I really don't think high school and middle school experimentation with vaping is going to turn any of them. Well, it's certainly not going to turn them into smokers. I can
Yeah,
guarantee you that.
this
They're not
people,
going to go from something that tastes like blueberry candy or
those stupid
strawberry
commercials that, oh,
cupcakes to a
vaping's a
cigarette.
gateway to smoking.
You know?
Get the hell out of here, man. Come on. Really? Vaping's a gateway
Yeah.
to smoking? No. It's the
Yeah.
opposite way. Smoking may be a
Yeah.
gateway to vaping. There you go. I just
Yeah.
don't see it going the other way. If I vape, yeah, I'm gonna
No,
start
I don't
smoking a
either.
cigarette.
And you're not going to stop it. I mean, you're just not going to stop it. They're going, even if you ban them, okay? So you ban them. Lots of people know how to DIY. Lots of people know how to build mods. They're still going to be able to find them on the internet. I mean, bongs have been illegal to be sold in stores ever since I was a teenager, and you could still walk in and just say, "Can I see your water pipes?" and you could walk out with a brand new Toastmaster. So
Right.
the whole make it illegal and kids can't do it. No, that then you're not even gonna see it. You're not gonna be able to track it at all because it's all gonna be underground.
That's the other thing. The more they try to ban this
Well, if they
stuff,
consider vaping tobacco,
the more underground it's going to become.
oh
I
good lord! All
There'll be
right,
a
THC
giant
jewel
under.
pads, wonderful.
Oh no! What did our thing post? I got to
Yeah,
see it now. Where's my
they
mouse?
have THC jewel pods.
Craig Weed. What?
Okay, all right. So say those are legit THC jewel pods, right? Legit, and I don't mean filled with vitamin E and other bullshit. Vaping THC jewel pods is still safer than smoking pot because even though smoking pot does not have nicotine and tar and all the other shit in it they add to cigarettes, it's still burning leaves. You know, you're still inhaling smoke. So there's just not there you can't once the cat is out of the bag, you can't stop it. No matter how much you try to ban it, no how matter how much clutching of the pearls and for the children that you have, it's not going to stop anything. It's
Oh,
not going to.
synthetics. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Don't even get me
that's the
started on
scary
that
thing.
stuff. Yeah, and I wouldn't even trust anything like that that wasn't made from a major company as far as pods go
No.
because of the stuff that happened with all the THC cartridges with freaking oil in them that was killing people.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's almost like buying stuff on the corner and going, yeah, I hope this vape's okay. And next thing you know, you're in the hospital not able to breathe because you wanted to try something. No, no. Mm-mm. I wouldn't even, and these people that come up, oh, you shouldn't vape. Vaping's bad for you, blah, blah, blah. I say, you know what? You're right, but smoking was way worse. Way, way worse. And it's the uneducated people that come up to you usually. Sometimes it's a positive experience, sometimes it's not. More than likely, you're going to get the positive experience. I've seen
Yeah, but
people that,
sometimes you get the people whose mind is already made up and they have no idea what they're talking about. Like, but you're vaping oil. No, I'm not.
yeah, we had,
Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Trust me, I make it. There's
what's
no
up,
oil
Caleb?
involved.
Nothing's popping lately there, Caleb. But yeah, I mean, we even had a chat on Xbox with somebody that was just so against vaping. But yet
I
then
think you
again,
took offense when I said I don't give a fuck about your kids.
it's so weird that he was trying to go so hard about vaping, but yet he was taking his teenage son over to bang some chick at another house. I'm like, really? That's
Yeah,
okay, but he don't want
14
his.
years old.
He's 14 and he was taking his son to a girl's house so that they could have sex. But he don't want his son anywhere near any vaping products. I'm like,
And when I said, because he's
okay.
like, nicotine is addictive, and I said, so is caffeine. So, alcohol too. Are you willing to ban it all? Because where do you draw the line, right? And he's like, I would be perfectly happy if they banned cigarettes and alcohol and all of that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not, and neither are a majority of the adults out there willing to ban everything for the sake of your children. I don't give a fuck about your children. Raise your own children.
Right.
And he's like, well, I can tell when my kids are smoking. How would you know if your kids are vaping? Well, if you walk in their room and it smells like blueberries and they're not eating fucking muffins, I'd say that's a good goddamn indication now, isn't it? Keep
Hey, at
an eye
least
on
it'll
your
make the
kids
room
and
smell
know what
better
they're up
than
to.
body
Right.
funk.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a
That's
teenage boy and it doesn't
what's
smell
up,
like
Dave?
balls and dirty socks, then I'm guessing they're probably vaping. You know,
Well,
it's not hard to figure out. I mean, shit, I can smell Scuba all the time because he smells like Nilla nuts or because he's always got juice spilled all over him. He smells delicious. Now, if you've got a
I
teenage son, he's not going to smell like cupcakes usually, unless there's something going on, right?
what's
I
up,
hate when
Mick?
they
Did
vape
I
shit.
get it right? Is it Mick?
You did. It's Mick.
Oh
Very
my
good.
God, I got it right.
Good
Yeah,
job.
boy.
You get a cookie.
I get a cookie.
You
Thank you.
get a cookie.
I was hoping I was gonna call him Mitch because I know I keep saying Mitch, but I'll say Mick now because I know it's Mick. How's it going? Yeah, Mick, we're talking about basically, well, I don't know how we got off on the subject, but we're talking about, teenage vape users, vaping jewels and other
Well, it
type of
helps that he
pods,
smells
and the whole
delicious all the time.
PMTA thing and how it's going to be enforced. And, I really don't know what vaping holds in the future. I really don't know who's going to be running this country next year, but
Do we know who's running it now? I mean,
I,
really, I
I,
don't.
either way it goes.
I don't. Yeah, yeah, no.
I just,
Yeah, mine too. I can tell you, I started smoking in elementary school, and if somebody had handed me something that tastes like blueberries instead, I might not have been smoking since, fifth
Mick, I
grade
completely
up
agree.
until my 30s.
My oldest son was a smoker. He actually is now about a month and a half pure vapor now, which that's a big accomplishment for him. And you know what's weird about that is he's actually the one that got me back on
Hmm.
vaping. I was, I've been vaping now at least 10 years, but even before that, I tried vaping. The problem with it back then is they had them old polyfill bull crap things you could buy at the mall. And I literally, when I bought my first bottle of e-juice, it was a 30 ml bottle, and all it said on there was tobacco. That's all. You could only buy tobacco, light tobacco, or menthol. Those were the three flavors. There was no other flavors. There was no such thing as blueberry and grape and all. You had to commit to tobacco, light tobacco, or menthol, and that really it's it's almost like you're like I said earlier, you're trying to go back and influence the habit you already had by smoking. You're like, hey, I already smoke. I like the taste of tobacco, so I'm gonna vape tobacco. If you want to try to give up cigarettes, the best thing to do is go opposite. Go fruity or bakery or something to get your taste buds away from the whole nicotine, tobacco. Well, not nicotine, the whole tobacco taste. But I started at 12, stopped at 48. Heaven knows what damage. Late night, I completely agree. I started at 13. I was 13 years old when I started smoking. I do blame that on my current girlfriend at the time. All right, I don't know how
Did she
y'all's
hold a gun to
story.
your head?
No, no, no. This is how it went, right? So I was dating this chick that was
Hmm.
13, and she was smoking, right? This is now this is a trick if I've ever seen one. She's smoking a cigarette, and she's like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And I puffed on the cigarette, and I started coughing, And then, after a week or two, she would let me puff on her cigarette. Then she would give me a cigarette. This is how cold and heartless this can be, which I'm sure most girls would do. After a couple of weeks, and then I would go, "Hey, let me have a cigarette." She was like, "You know what? You need to buy your own."
And then
At
she
that
started bumming
point,
off you.
at that point, I became addicted to cigarettes. So it was literally only a couple of weeks after she would let me, bum a cigarette off of her, and then it's like, bam. You can bum it up to a point, and then after that point exceeds the point where they're like, "Hey, you know what? He needs to buy his own cigarettes." And
Hmm.
then after that, I was hooked, man.
See, it works in reverse too, because I know a lot of people that said they quit smoking, right? But you'd see them at a party and whatever, and they'd still bum cigarettes. And they're like, no,
Right,
but I quit. That's why I don't have any. No, let's rephrase. You quit buying cigarettes. You didn't quit smoking cigarettes. Now you're just smoking everybody else's. That's not quitting smoking. Uh, I started smoking because my grandmother would leave them in the ashtray burning, right? So I'd
mm-hmm.
always go around behind her and put her cigarettes out. And then one day I wanted to know, well, what is so special about this that she lights one with the other, doesn't even bother. So I tried it,
Oh,
and
definitely a
then
chain
yeah,
smoker. If she was lighting a cigarette off the other one,
hmm,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
But and then she would she the one instead of me going putting them out behind her, I'd smoke them and put them out behind her. And then yeah, and then I found out like a couple years later that my sister also smoked, right? So then I
mm,
had a partner in crime. So it was all over from then. So yeah,
mm.
yeah,
I you
dire
know
thing.
I know the
Set the bot back
first
up so we could gamble
I
again.
smoked for 32 years. I would say the first 10 years of me smoking was all Marlboro Red. All
Hmm.
Marlboro Red. And far be it from me to think that, oh, I'll smoke Marlboro Lights. They're not as bad.
No, you have to
Um,
smoke double.
Points is the scuba. Oh, it is new. Okay, thanks, Dar Thing.
Hmm.
Dar Thing, you have been more than a help. I really appreciate what you've done.
Well,
Thank you
John
very
Q.
much.
Dire thinks there's a way for you to recover your points, but I don't remember what you have to type in there to get your coins back.
I gave Dar Thing the only point list at the bot. You finished on Marlboro Lights late night. Mick, I I was on Marlboro Lights when I quit too, bud. Exactly the same thing. And people would smoke other like Winston's and stuff. Winston's to me didn't taste very good. They had
Winston's
a
were
nasty.
nasty.
They were nasty.
It's better than
Uh,
generics. That's like the leftover tobacco they swept off the factory floor.
no,
There's
Darth
hair
thing
and rat
said no
shit in there.
space. Damn it, use recover coins. There you go. Look, everybody's typing recover coins. Give me my
Hmm.
shit.
Yeah, go ahead, Scorp. You need to get your coins back.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah,
Sue Cool
Vector
just
found her
found
coins.
hers. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah,
Did you
I
ever?
started smoking
Okay,
with
this bugged
whatever
me when I
was left
used to buy
behind. Most of them were
cigarettes.
generic.
People would say, "Hey, let me get a pack of Marlboro Light 100s in a box."
Hmm.
When a pack is usually the soft pack, and then you say in a box, which changes it to a box. I would say,
Well,
give me
because
a
a pack of
pack of
cigarettes is a
Marlboros.
pack of cigarettes, yeah. No, and I don't
Well,
understand why they ever made the soft pack. Who the fuck wanted a soft pack of cigarettes? They're just gonna
I,
get crushed in your pocket or your purse or
the
whatever.
soft pack was for the people that like to put them on their sleeve, man, and fold them up. That was the soft
Yeah,
pack
I
thing.
don't.
And then
I smoked the generic black and white ones that my dad got at the commissary because I had a trick, right? So I would store my candy and shit on top of the fridge, and I would go to reach for my candy and accidentally knock his carton of cigarettes back off the refrigerator, and I would just pile them back in the box instead of neatly, so he'd never be able to tell if a
okay,
pack was
you
missing.
continue
At least
talking.
that's what I told myself,
I'm going to
and
get
he never called me out on it.
something for
Um,
another drink. Then we're gonna build this. We're gonna build the trilogy.
that thing.
But yeah, you
Okay.
keep going on your
Yeah,
story of
but I
your.
mean, we used to be able to walk into 7-Eleven with a note from our parents that please allow so and so to buy a pack of cigarettes, and they were like $1.10. But we also found out that they stored the cigarettes at our particular convenience store underneath the counter on the floor. So while you had one person buying a pack of cigarettes, your friend that was with you would drop their change and reach under and grab a couple extra packs out of the carton on the floor underneath the counter. Um, yeah, that's insane. I started when I actually started buying my own cigarettes. I smoked Marlboro, and then I went to Camel Wides, and then I quit smoking for 2 years, and then started up again, and then decided to smoke Newports for some reason. I don't know why, but the Marlboros they didn't taste good to me. They were too strong. So I smoked Marlboro or Newports instead. And the last cigarette that I had was when I picked my granddaughter up from the hospital when she was born. I tried to smoke a cigarette in the parking lot, and got so dizzy I thought I was going to throw up. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I haven't touched one since. Haven't even held one. Closest I've got is dumping the ashtray out front. So,
Okay, there
well,
we
there
go.
you go, babe. Yeah, I mean that we had a
Whoo,
Chinese
that's.
restaurant around the corner had a vending machine, but they would watch you. They'd yell at you if they saw you. You too young, get out. I mean, so you had to kind of sneak in there surreptitiously and get your cigarette back.
I don't think I had any coins to recover, honestly.
Yeah, King Cobra. They'd get all smashed up. You'd go to light a cigarette and it'd be all
I
curved.
bet everybody can remember. Oh, if cigarettes ever get above this price, I'll never buy another pack.
Uh huh.
That
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's probably happened to everybody because it's like, no, if cigarettes ever get this much, I'm never gonna buy it. But no matter how high they got, you would
Hmm.
still pay for that next pack of
Y'all remember
cigarettes.
getting drunk and getting sidetracked and lighting your cigarette backwards? Lighting the filter instead?
No,
That
no,
was
no, that
nasty.
rarely ever happened to me. I've always had 3 coins. Well, thanks, Breeze. I'll keep them 3 coins. Them are 3 special coins right there. um, I
Yeah, it was gross.
damn. All right. Well, this is almost out of juice. We're gonna
Well,
go
vape up.
ahead and I'm gonna rewick, which I'm gonna have to find the cotton because I don't know where my cotton is right now.
You smoked old gold. Oh, good Lord, John Q.
Old
That's
gold.
old gold.
Ooh,
Yeah, Katie and Patrick were buying American spirits for a while, and I'm like, that is literally
those taste terrible.
that's like worse than the shit they swept off the factory floor. That's
Yeah, I
no,
know,
that
right? You're
is
like, is this the leftover rejects from the cigarette
yeah.
factory? Because it's like,
I
ugh.
found a stick in my cigarette. I mean, and I have found sticks and stems in the generic ones that my dad used to get it poking out the side of your cigarette. Yeah,
Right.
I
All
never
right.
rolled my own. I don't have the patience for that.
Let's go over to the Buildy Cam. Rip. Here is the Vapors Cloud trilogy in all its glory. I'm going to take this thing apart and hopefully it's not completely uh, really bad. I mean, I haven't been vaping on this a lot, but yeah, oh wow, that looks really bad. Really, really bad. Let's put this on a vape stand. That actually is really dirty. Wow. Scuba, why are you vaping that? I don't know. It tastes fine when I was vaping it. Dolores, oh my effigy. There you go. This is what, when you know your coils are really bad. Watch how clean these come. See, that is terrible.
I would try to
But
cut the filter instead of snapping it
unlike
off.
unlike Munchkins, when I pull my cotton, it doesn't snap in half as easy as hers does. Hers
I'm gonna
literally
laugh if
falls
it
apart.
does.
Well, it's kind
Okay,
of good.
well, but you have to say that mine are way easier to take the old cotton out because just you just pluck it off each
There we
side.
go.
See,
So there's
oh, look at that! It broke in half.
it did, but it didn't break.
Hmm
I mean, I've
Talk
had
about that
these in
shit.
there a while, so there's the
Uh
coils.
huh.
I want to show
That's
you.
nasty.
That is nasty.
Thanks, Demon Hunter. I was like, where did that nasty come from? But that's it. So we're going to clean this off, and I'm going to keep these same coils in here, but I'll show y'all that if you got some decent fuse Claptons, they will clean up pretty damn good without having to go through a lot of headache. So here's the tank itself. Now the tank, I'm going to end up just washing this out anyway because if I don't, I'll get that. That's the main thing, guys. If you just change out the cotton in here and you start vaping on it again, you're gonna. Yes, they're my own made coils, Pat.
Look
So
at that,
these are.
guys. He's got fingernails now instead of chewed up nubs that he
Well,
used
I
to
got.
have.
Yeah,
Ain't that
I
something?
got my thumbnail. Wow. I don't like having fingernails. This is different for me. So yeah, I got big old long fingernails now. Good lord.
He can scratch my back now. Yeah.
But yeah, change the oil in that thing, right? Bugler, man, I've had my share of Bugler. Man, that will straight up stain your fingers smoking Buglers. But I need to hurry up and do it because I need to vape something. But I'm gonna basically I'm gonna burn these off. Now it will change the molecular structure of this metal just a little bit by burning this off, but it's okay. And then get all this juice that's caked up down in the bottom out. Um, if you just was to clean this off and put new cotton and put this thing back together, then all that burnt taste that has collected on the inside of your tank, you're going to vape that and it's not going to taste good. So you got to clean everything if you're going to do it. So that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to go back to this camera. Um, I'm going to need to drain the sump. Watch how fast this happens, King Cobra. I'm going to take this I'm going to take this tank off. This literally uses a soft toothbrush. I won't even need a toothbrush, Pat. This is going to be so simple, man.
There's little tiny bottle brushes, like pipe cleaner bottle brushes, in the drawer by the sink that will go in a 3 millimeter
Half of
coil.
this will burn off just by firing it.
I think after a while it is to mill, and you start to get pits in the wires, and it starts to gunk up really bad.
Just from that right there, it's already going to look better once it cools down. Just from me blowing the ashes off of it.
Till he lights something on fire, blowing
Whatever.
flames all over the
Famous
place.
last words. All right, I'll be right back.
He's gonna burn the house down one of these days, blowing ashes everywhere. I can see it coming. I don't have a fire extinguisher. He is. He's just blows burning embers everywhere. I bet it smells nasty down there, but it'll be all right. Yeah, I've noticed the more I dry burn my coils and rinse them off and all of that, they
That's
do start
nasty.
to. They don't last as long before you have to rewick them again. They start gunking up, and the metal starts to look pitted and funky, and you can actually taste the metallic flavor of the coils. Now I've never gotten them rusty before. I have had some mods that have been sitting around with juice in them that when I go to clean them out, the screws and shit are rusty. So you got to clean that off. I've never had my coils get rusty though. I think that would require a recoiling.
That part's done. Hold on.
Are we supposed to be timing him or something? I don't know. Yeah, that's speed. His little zoom zoom. I don't know what he made these coils out of. I know the other ones that I had before that I had Andre make for me were Canthol. The one Aries made me were all Canthol because I have a nickel allergy. So I wasn't sure how
All
nickel
right.
coils what they would do to me. Turns out nothing, so that's good. So I don't. What did you make these coils out of?
These are 26 gauge. It's dual 26 gauge cores with 36 gauge wrap, all Canthol.
All Canthol. Okay.
Yep.
I guess
Which
that answers that question, Demon Hunter, because I
they're
don't know.
3 millimeter inside diameter, 6 wraps. Dual coil makes it come out around 0.23. So, okay, the tank is cleaned out. I made sure to clean the top off, the drip tip, all that good stuff. The coils now look like this, which it literally took me, what, a couple seconds?
Took you longer than a couple seconds, but
I brought the damn tank back as soon as I got done with the coils. I mean, there's still some water on this, but
I mean, if you were
once I
casting
get
from
these
the sink, you
firing
could say yeah, a couple
correctly,
seconds.
which won't take but a second, once I get both of these firing evenly, it's going to be good to go. There we go. Look at that, man. Look how smooth those fire from the center out. Right off the bat. Didn't take no time. And now they're going to look that much cleaner. There's nothing wrong with them coils. If you got Now, if you got some fused Claptons and you can see, I mean, I know y'all can't really see the lines of the Clapton on there. That's because it's wrapped really tight. If you got some crappy ones, you'll know because you'll have gaps in the wires. You have a lot of gaps in the wires on the fused Clapton part. So I mean, it doesn't take long to get the bad stuff out of there. As long as you got good fused Claptons, I'm going to take a big old piece of Muji cotton right here. These are actually huge, but that's what we're going to rewick this with. Now, the main part I was trying to explain to y'all about the trilogy. You see these walls on the side right here? This is the worst part of this RTA. If they were to take this RTA and cut out a dip right here on the side, on both sides, it would be perfect. So your airflow all comes from the center, right? So your cotton goes from this coil all the way over and hangs down into this drip wall. When it touches this wall right here, it creates a channel for your juice to be able to drip down in the center, and then you got juice all over your mod. So what you have to do when you wick this is to make sure that your wicking comes out and down into this channel without touching this wall, which is a pain in the ass. But you'll see when I wick this, all you got to do really is get your tweezers in between here and push your cotton away from the wall so that it's not touching this wall. even though after you do it, you're going to have some drooping, from your cotton for, after a couple days, your cotton's going to start to droop, and then you go like, wow, it's starting to leak. That's the main reason why, is because it's already bumped itself down. So let's get a couple pieces of cotton cut. I really only need one piece. I bet you I can make two wicks out of one piece, because that's
So
really long. This is really long for Muji.
Demon Hunter reminded me of something, right? So the new
Yes.
girl that started today, she's actually one of my agents. So now I have two real estate agents working for us, which is kind of amusing for them to see the other side of the coin. But anyway, she sat down next to me at my desk and was like, "Oh, you're a vapor." And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "My son makes those." So she pulled out her phone and showed me his Facebook page. And
Hmm.
he makes Addies. Um, and
Really?
the top caps and the drip tips out of some really fancy shit. She was telling me the name of one metal. It's a Japanese metal that's two different colors melted together and twisted. So it's almost like tiger
Damascus?
striped. No,
Not
that's
Damascus?
steel. I can't
Oh, it's not
remember what it
steel.
was called, but
Okay.
um, one of them was a really pretty blue with like yellow, not polka dots. It almost looked like a blue leopard with spot. It was they're gorgeous. So he makes the Addy, everything. He makes the base and he does the threading for the 510 and everything. And now he's starting to make box mods. So she showed me a picture of a piece of stabilized wood that somebody sent him. And he
Mm-hmm.
does it as a hobby. And she's trying to be like, you could make, like you don't have a job. This could be your job. And he just got too many orders. So he kind of took it off his Facebook page because he couldn't keep up with the demand. So I need to get his name so I can see some of the stuff because they are gorgeous.
Really?
Some of the pictures she was showing me, yeah, they are beautiful. And he's local too, so he lives here. Um, but she said that he's starting to make box mods, so he's
Yes,
got
Pat. They
all the
do a lot of juice
circuitry.
mixing
It
on
is
that show.
beautiful, Breeze. It's beautiful.
If you want to learn about mixing juice, then definitely go watch the Millen show on Mondays.
No worries,
Luke,
Luke. When they gonna let you
yeah,
go
don't worry
home?
about that, Luke. So on most RTAs, you can't judge everyone, but most RTAs, to judge the length of your cotton you're going to cut, you can literally put your scissors right up against the base, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to put my scissors all the way up against the base, and I'm just going to cut it right there. Right up against the base. Depending on the size of the juice well, if the juice well goes way deep, you're probably going to need a little more cotton, but 9 times out of 10, the juice well is right there. You really don't want to overstuff the juice well anyway. So I'm going to rake some of this out just to make sure that when, from me cutting it, because it pinches the cotton, this gets all that pulled back out so that it'll accept juice better. If you leave that cut in there from the scissors, it kind of dampens the wicking effect that you're going to get from this cotton. So by raking this out on the edges, it takes that little edge off. You can cut this off or you can pull it out either way, just to get that out of there. So now I got a bunch of fluffy cotton on both sides. So when I stick this down into the juice wells, you don't want to overstuff it. Anytime you overstuff one of these juice wells, you're going to
Could be a dangerous shit.
maximize the potential of you getting a dry hit, because the more cotton that's stuffed in there, the more likelihood that you're going to have a dry hit, because the juice has no way to come up through there because the cotton's packed in so tightly. You want enough cotton in there to make it to where your juice can freely flow up through these fibers. If it's packed too tight, it won't do that. So having it loosely in there is the key. So I'm going to try and take both these at the same time and just tuck them down into the juice well. Just tucking them down into the juice well. And I don't want to pack this in so tight that it's actually pushing my tweezers back. See, I just barely put that in there. Barely put that in there, and it's actually covering up right here. The main part you want to make sure that it's covering is up here at the top. It has to be full right there. If it's not, you're in bad shape. Then what you do, because it's down here touching this wall, is you're going to slide your tweezers in here. This is the way I do it, to try and make sure to get the inside of that cotton back up off of that wall. You may have to put juice on there first, which is probably what I'm going to have to do, because when it's dry, it's not easy to manipulate. Yeah, I'm going to put juice on there first. So let's go ahead and grab this side, do the same thing. Tuck this down in there. Not overstuffing it at all. I'm just barely pushing this in here. It's not pushing back on my tweezers or anything. There we go. It's all in there. Now, that's what she said. Exactly, right? So I'm just going to take this strawberry custard right here. I got a giant bottle of this, so that's what I'm going to put in there because it's the easiest juice I got access to right now. Let me shake it up first. Always shake your juice, folks. Always shake your juice. You don't want a bunch of nicotine at the top and then you pour that into your tank and you end up going, holy crap. The Boys 2 was not bad. That was a user error, but yeah. There you go, John Q. I'm just going to try and saturate all this wicking right here. Once it's saturated, I'll be able to manipulate this a lot better. And I just let some drip down the side because I'm in a rush. I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to hurry up and get this done.
Why are you in a rush?
I don't know.
You think it's going to take you 53 minutes to finish wicking that?
No, it's definitely not going to take 53 minutes. But now the other big thing is I do like pre-firing this way before, you know, on RDAs it's not that big a deal. RDAs, you don't have to sit here and do this because it has a lot. No, I have not seen Mark Todd's rose. The rose is my bane of existence. I hate the rose.
Oh,
but anyways,
you love that Addie, don't
anyways, on RTAs, I like firing this quite a few times before I put the tank back together to avoid the clean cotton taste, if you will. So what I'll do is I'll fire this, and then I'm going to let this, you know, burn in just a little bit. I'm gonna put some more juice on there because you can see the white starting to show up. You don't want to burn your cotton. You just want to make the coils and the cotton know, hey, this is the flavor that I'm trying to accept. So I'll do this a few times just to make sure that you definitely don't let your drip tip from your juice bottle touch those coils because they're hot, unless you want to be vaping a nice plastic taste.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong person if you're talking about drive time, John Q. I have a schedule to take. I don't like it when I say I will be there at this time. It's going to take us this long to get here, and no, I don't. You know.
Okay.
That's
fired in pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tweezers and go in between here and lift this up back away from that wall. So all I'm doing is getting this back up away from the wall while still maintaining a good seal right here. So see how I'm digging up under this to get that up off of that wall, but still want to keep this down in here, which I'm trying to do without on camera, which is hard, but I'm making a hole right there. See, so that it doesn't touch that wall. And I got to do it on the other side, same thing, backing it up off of that wall. And then if it pops out, no big deal. I can stuff that back in there. I'm trying to stick my tweezers in too far. That's what it is. That's what she said. All right, so there we go. Getting this in there. Now that's pretty much up off the wall on both sides. That side's clear. That side's clear, except for right there. Let me fix that. So that way when you put your top cap on, You're getting the cotton up off of the wall. So now I can screw this back down on here and fill this thing up, and you should have very minimal leaking, if any at all. But it's taking the basically the I don't know the pathway for that juice to be able to just stream right down the center where the airflow is on that tank, because it definitely makes an easy pathway for that juice to drop down if you don't have your juice backed up. You can see on this atomizer how close your coils are to your mouth, which is freaking awesome, because that's what gives you the really good flavor off this RTA, because your coils are right there. I mean, you can see them. The Trilogy is not one of the cheaper RTAs you can buy, that's for sure, but there you go. You're on camera. Hey, there you are. All right, let's make sure this is all cleaned off, so in case I get any leaking, I'll know about it. But this should be vaping really, really good at this point. It helps if I don't accidentally turn the airflow off while I'm cleaning this tank.
Mm-hmm. It's always helpful.
I turned the airflow. There we go. Woo! That's some strong flavor right there. I I gotta give it. I mean, I really love the Fatality. I really do, because of the ease of build. Now, that new tank that Vic showed that has the quick disconnect, I'm really digging that. It's probably going to be my next purchase if I make one. I forgot what it's called. It's some weird company, but it has a quick disconnect. Has pretty much the same airflow as a Fatality, which also interests me. But this one even tops the flavor of the Fatality. So as long as it's built correctly, you're in good shape. Right now, there's so much juice in there. I still got a little gurgle, but it's going to go away as soon as I vape it a few times, because I put so much juice on those wicks. Let me make sure everything's cleaned off here.
I don't forbid him from doing things.
Yeah, she does, but that's fine.
No,
I
what have I forbidden you from doing?
I don't know. Whew, that is a lot of flavor. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to come check it, but this is the strawberry without
It's six
question.
milligram. It would. I can't hit it
Yeah,
like
if
I
you vape
normally would
this
at
right
six
now, the 6
milligram.
milligram would knock you on your ass, because it's really strong. But the flavor is coming through really good on that tank. Why that one's so strong? I mean, even better than the Ragnar. The Ragnar, I don't think touches the flavor of this tank. The Ragnar's a good tank. Don't get me wrong. It's big. I think what they could have done on the Ragnar to make it better is slim the chimney down maybe 2 millimeters, and it would have increased the flavor that much more. But the Ragnar's made to put some lower ohm coils in, higher wattages, so that you can really crank it up and get the good flavor from it. This one is right at my style. It vapes really good. It's still got that little bit of a gurgle sound, which I know will eventually go away as soon as I vape all. I put a lot of juice on those cotton, a lot of juice on that cotton. As soon as I vape that off, it'll
Good
be
night,
quiet.
Cobra.
Well, I started feeling sleepy, so I'm going to wish everyone good night. Great weekend, great show as always. Well, thank you, Cobra. Have a good night. Mm,
I
that
hear it
is
gurgling.
that is absolutely, yeah. You can hear it. You hear that little
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's because of how much juice I put in there. That's
What's
gonna
it
go
sound
away.
like again?
Oh, really? I just heard the bubble sound. Oh, that was the scuba sound. Never mind. And then anytime you're building something in series, that's where you really got to be careful about your batteries and knowing the amp rating on your batteries. Main thing I can tell y'all is no Ohm's law, but also know that if you're building something in series, especially on a mech mod, don't build anything below zero point 0.3. That's the safe zone. Most batteries, and then you want batteries with 30, 40 amps, so that you don't have that issue. It does not double your amps when you put two batteries. All it does is double your voltage, not your amps. So you have to build accordingly, or you will vent your batteries. Don't do that. People that build lower than that are really taking a high risk. I honestly, I can't build a low ohm build on a series build, or it's too hot for me. I think this, and I know people, zero point 0.3 is like the cutoff, but mine is like 0.9. Because if I go down to like a 0.4 or 0.3, it's going to be too damn hot. I cannot
Mm.
vape a really hot vape, and that's what happens. Because you at that point, you're vaping 8.4 volts to the coil. That's strong. So I'd have to figure out what the wattage is, but that's a lot. And I bring the ohms up to bring the wattage down so that it doesn't burn me. This is perfect around, I think it's 0.9,
Well,
something like that.
don't you remember when we used to have our little Clearos and shit like that? And
Yeah.
and you've got your first spinner that went up to friggin' 4 volts, and it would burn the hell out of everything. Yeah, that wasn't pleasant. Still not pleasant.
We're running a show here. Shut the hell up. What are you talking about, John Q?
And he's talking about the background noise, but I'd
The
rather listen to somebody
Kazoko. I think
holler
that's
at
the right one, Cloud Chucker. I think that's the one he was
strangers
talking
trying to
about.
kill him
The
than having a
Kazoko.
movie or something playing in the
Because of the
background.
quick disconnect.
Yeah, I haven't
I
heard
mean,
about that one.
that's the only thing, that's the only one up I have. That Kazoko has a better bottom because it quick disconnects, whereas the Fatality has a billet style half turn pull off. That one has a quick connect. You lift up the airflow ring, pop it right off, but the top cap is still a regular screw on. They should have made the top cap billet, and it would have been like way over the Fatality. Just to have that half turn to pop the top back on, just to make it quicker. But I still like the design of that new Kazoko RTA. That one, even Vic, I think, said that it's probably going to contend for one of the top Addies of 2020. So we'll see if it's that good. And he says it's like the same flavor as the Fatality, then I got to check it out. I mean, anything that can compare with the Fatality, I need to check out. The only thing I've found comparable with the Fatality is the Trilogy. And the Trilogy is finicky, so it's not build friendly as the Fatality is. The Fatality you can screw up on a little bit and it'll still vape fine. This one, if you screw up the build, it's going to leak everywhere. It's going to leak everywhere. So I got a little bit of juice at the bottom, so I don't know if I got this perfect or if it's just from that exuberant amount of juice I put on there. That's why I'm going to keep vaping this until it stops gurgling. If it keeps gurgling, then I don't have enough cotton in there.
All right, I'll join into to rob Scuba.
To what?
To rob you.
To rob me? Y'all gonna rob me?
Yes. Yes, it's gonna be a mod heist. We're gonna rob
I
you.
can't even mod heist. I don't have enough coins to even try to rob a bank.
Well, why would you want to rob yourself?
Munchkin takes the last seat in the vehicle. Time to head to Scuba's. Oh boy. Here we
Let's see
go.
what we get
Darthing
away
did
with.
a great job at doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I got to admit, he did a freaking great job. I like the whole thing about Bella was on the look. Bella was
Yeah,
watching
Bella was
out, and
awake.
all. He's got the dog and everything. That was freaking awesome. People are so pre-programmed,
It's
they're brain dead.
Theier. Yes, but they are brain dead.
Oh, we're
Actually,
missing
no.
we're
Oh,
missing
geez, I screwed
fuck
that
you
up. No, it's not
fucking
even that.
Friday.
It's yeah.
that Fagin does now
Who
during my
cares?
time slot,
You're not
motherfucker.
watching the show. You're on your
No,
show.
I know. I'm just saying. Why would he? I've been doing this show for years, and oh, let me just do it at the same time that he's doing his. Whatever. It just shows, you know. I don't try to go over
Yeah.
anybody else's
He
time
doesn't
slot.
watch your shit. He's not paying attention to that
No, you
crap.
don't. No, they can do their own thing. That's fine.
Yep.
I
So
do have
why was
this.
the
You
TV
know,
off for all of a sudden? Now it just pops on and I got a fish tank up here.
because it was on and now it's on the screensaver, so it goes to that. I'm not worried
But
about
it was
that, John
black.
Q.
So.
As far as respect goes, that's something that none of them guys have. I have the swell mod, which this is one of the only mods that has Bluetooth that you can actually look. You know how you leave your mod somewhere and you can't find it? At least this one,
Hmm.
it'll actually, beep at you and flash so you can find the mod. So that's the
But
one
has it
good
ever
thing about it.
worked? What was the one that you had that would beep no matter where, even if it was right in front of you?
I don't know. Well, this one does that. The Bluetooth's not perfect on it by any means, but it works.
Mm, okay.
Everzon? Well, thanks, Dolores, for the link to that weird. That's a weird site, but okay.
Oh, so you can get the Kazoku.
Well, thank you, John Q. I would watch your show, John Q. I would.
Well, he tends to take cater to the. I mean, we all
He
have
farts on his
13-year-old
show. I do not doubt
mindsets
that
at
at
some
all,
point in
Daryl.
time, but
I do not doubt that
yeah.
at all.
Oh, I'm quite sure he does. I actually don't mind watching when he's on with his wife because just the way she reacts to him is kind
But
of
so you
hilarious
like?
to me.
Well, yeah, I like
That's the
seeing
little,
her beat him up.
yeah.
That's funny. But most of the stuff on they do is
Well,
gross,
just
and
like
it's like, what the
when he
freak is it?
speaks and she's just like, okay, yeah, whatever.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear it,
it's
Dave.
it's
So you're gonna
sometimes
have
he
to
doesn't
do it
answer
louder
fine.
than that. You're gonna have to fart louder than that, man.
No, that's one of the reasons he needed to change his headset because that would have picked up a mouse
I
fart
gotta
down the
say,
street.
it just said your internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, mine
Really?
did too.
I've
Yeah.
never had that symbol come up before.
It didn't do anything. Everything,
His locker
I
room
every
humor.
once in a while it's funny, but 2 hours, like they're on for 2 hours,
No,
but
they don't. They
uh,
can't do a
every
2-hour show.
yeah, every once in a while it's funny, just like the innuendo and stuff like
Well,
that. But
thanks,
just being
Dolores.
straight out filthy is not amusing to me, and an hour of it of nothing but fart
It was
jokes and
just starting to
13-year-old
come
boy
out of the.
humor.
It's
I don't.
just starting to come out
Yeah.
of the bubbly sound. It's still got a little
I'm
bit.
out of alcohol, and you have it all down there.
You mean this? Hold on, I'm gonna drink this straight.
I
I'm
got
just
that
kidding. There's
bottle
no damn way.
from my hard work and dedication to my job. My agents pay me
I
to bring
love your
this bullshit
filthy
straight.
humor. Um, Vape Dave
Oh
knocks
shit!
over a bottle of fighting cock. Scuba senses a disturbance in the force and
God
catches you.
damn it, Dave!
That's funny because I just held up the bottle of fighting cock. Perfect.
Ah,
That's awesome. There's the fighting cock. Yeah. Dave, damn man, how'd you knock over the bottle of fighting cock?
this
You and
alcohol
your
abuse.
farting. He probably farted and knocked the bottle over.
Farted,
I know
blew the bottle over.
it.
That's
You
kind
can't
of
write
funny.
fighting cock in char. Oh, you can't. Wow. You can say
Well,
it though. You
I
just
mean,
can't.
that asterisk really just throws us all off. I have no idea what you're trying to say.
It censors it. Really? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Dolores, those are great links. Heaven links. Heaven links. No, heaven
No, that's
gifts
not it.
is definitely familiar, and I think that's where Vic came from anyway. Is Heaven's Gifts. I'll never get a sponsor like that. I'm not going to get enough subscribers to get freaking sponsors send me stuff. But if that was ever the case, it would definitely make things more difficult because I would have to give away stuff because obviously I'm not going to sit there and
Which means
take.
you'd have to ship things
They
out.
well because they send you multiples, right? Like when
Hmm.
Vic gets stuff sent to him, he don't just get one. He gets two or three of them.
Right.
That way he can vape on one, show one for review, etc., etc. So he's able to send out that free shit, which that's fine. I mean,
Mm.
and if it ever came to that, that's what I would do. But that's not going to happen here. So I wouldn't worry too much, guys. It's going to be pay as you go type system, which right now there's no paying right now. Hopefully, though, I did just get a new job. We shall see how that pans out. It's not very dependable. I did get a new phone line, everything unlimited, all data and everything on my phone. And I have to promote this company, which is going to be weird. I'm not going to be promoting it on my Facebook. Damn that. I'm not trying to get any of y'all
Mm-hmm.
sucked into it. That's ridiculous. But I'll try and I'll see what I can do for them. Otherwise, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But thanks, Breeze. It's going to be kind of a commission-based system, and if I don't get any sales, I don't make any money, which that's fine. But I mean, I hope he knows that I'm still going to be actively looking for something more stable that I can count on. I'll help him out when I can, but it's not going to be something that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just all into this. I can't see it.
Something with benefits.
Yeah, exactly. Something with
Mm-hmm.
benefits, because I mean, even though I may make money off this, it's not going to be something I can stick with because I won't have any benefits at all. I'm getting too old for that. DeMillan is basically internet, phone, TV is what it is, which there's a giant market for that. The good thing about it is it's not limited. Where'd my little floofy go? It's not limited to one company, like say Comcast. It's not limited to just Comcast. He actually is a dealer for like DirecTV, AT&T, Comcast, and there's some other companies I don't even know the names of them. I've never heard of them before that he was listing off, and I'm like, okay. But he's supposedly going to send me, get this, he's going to send me a graphic that he uses. It's in freaking Spanish. Okay, I don't speak the Spanish. My
Well,
son does.
guess who does? Your son. So we're gonna
Well,
have to
yeah, I'm
look
gonna
it
be
up
like,
maybe
hey, can
first.
you read this to me?
Yeah. What
Which,
the hell does this say?
how's that supposed to help me with my job? I'm like, son, I guess you need to take over because you speak the Spanish. I don't want to give him two jobs, but Spectrum is the bane of your existence. Yeah, exactly.
No, not selling. I mean, what is it like? Just advertising for
Yeah, it's
a
it's
cable broker,
basically,
internet
yeah. I
broker.
now I can use Google Translate, DeMillan. You're right,
Hmm.
because the ad I'm sure is simple. I can translate the ad and figure out what's going on. Try to post it and make it, and then pay the extra money to get Google to bring it up on a search engine. Then
Hmm.
after that point, then I'm going to start getting phone calls. Which at the point I get phone calls, I get the information and transfer that over to somebody else, especially if it's Spanish, because I won't be able to understand shit. Transfer that over to somebody else that speaks Spanish, and they're going to take the order, and then I just have to write down the customer's name and stuff and say, hey, this was my customer,
Hmm.
blah blah blah, and get credit for it. And then that's the way that's going to work. If it don't work out, it don't work out.
Oh, I wonder
No
if you
big
could
deal.
set it up instead of getting phone calls, have almost like an automated, even phone calls, like an automated answering service to where you can assign
Scuba
them
selling votes.
a
Yeah, I'm gonna
client
go
number.
run
That way you can
against
keep track of it.
Trump and Biden and see if I can win. Honestly, if there was a third choice, I'd be anybody could freaking run as a third choice and probably win against
Well,
those
I'm
two.
quite sure. Shit, Kanye is suing to get back in the ballot in Virginia because they basically took him off, and they're like, yeah, no. So he's filed a lawsuit to get back on the ballot, and it's like, why do you want to be humiliated publicly again? I mean, come on. I
Wow,
just, yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
But Russian brides. No, I'm not selling Russian brides. Demon Hunter, I agree, but this is the thing. whether or not you like the big orange guy or not, do you really want Biden in office to take over and probably strip us of rights to almost everything? I really don't know which way this election's gonna go, and it's just
Hmm.
gonna. I think either way is gonna suck. Either way, if Trump wins, we lose. If Biden wins, we lose. So we don't have any other damn choices. That's the problem. I want another
Yeah, and
choice. I
you
think there
know,
should be
on
more choices.
but at the same time, it really doesn't matter who wins because the president doesn't control anything. Congress does, and as long as we still have the same people in Congress, it really doesn't matter because if the Democrats win, the Republicans are going to go and block everything they try to do. If a Republican wins, the Democrats are going to try to block everything they do. It's not about representing us anymore, and it hasn't been for a long time. It's a game to them, us versus them, and they're going to keep playing it because we are not part of it.
This still has a slight flooding sound, but it's vaping great. I don't
Well,
get
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, it has a slight flooding sound, like maybe I got not enough cotton down in the wicking hole, but it's vaping really good right now. I mean, the flavor off of this thing is freaking awesome. Pup Pup Man, I haven't seen that one
Yeah, I would probably
show
vote
up
for
yet.
somebody named Berman Supreme. Yeah, I would. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. I don't.
Shin Sivers found my spine. Well, you know what, DeMillan, I like I said, I don't know which way it's gonna go, but either way, I don't think we're not gonna win. Neither one of them's for vaping,
Yeah.
so it'd be different if it would be like, oh, Biden's a vapor, that would be awesome, but that's not the case. So
No, it would be great if either one of them actually gave a shit about us. But they don't. You know what I mean? They
I
don't.
mean,
They don't.
think of how
All
many
they care
votes they
about is
could get
sticking it to the other side. That's
from
all
vapors.
they care about.
Do they realize how big the vape community is? Not just us that watch this show, but how big the actual vape community was. If one of them just even hinted to
He's
the
a
fact
politician. They're all their minds are badly messed up.
they want votes, right? All they have to do is
Hmm.
say, "Look, I back vaping. I think vaping is awesome." You know how many more votes they would get? Holy crap! It would severely change the vote. It would severely change the vote, whether it be
Yeah.
Trump or Biden. And if they had any sense in their little brain to do something like that, they'd have it sealed. They'd have the election sealed. But they're not going to listen to any of us. We're just peons
Well,
to them.
no, because they're worried about the mommy vote. They're worried about middle America mommy vote, which
The blotto and the
doesn't
dead
carry
rabbit.
as much weight.
For me, Pat, I haven't tried the blotto to be honest with you. For me, I would go with the dead rabbit. The blotto is probably an excellent RTA. I did not own the blotto, but I think the dead rabbit's going to be the easiest to build on and the best flavor for your money. To be honest,
You need to come
um,
get more liquor. Where's the
come,
mute button on this thing?
it's right on the side.
Is
Yep,
it the
click.
actual button?
Yeah, it's a button. It goes doo doo. There you go. She's coming to steal my liquor. She had enough liquor the other night. She was on a phone call with RS and Shopkey and drank two two freaking full cups of liquor that I didn't get to have. You had two, damn it. RS, tell her she had two. She had one when she first got on the call and then another one during the call.
No, I
I
had
didn't have shit. I was watching the bottle go down.
one during the phone call, and then I made another one at the end of the call. What the fuck do you think I've been drinking for the past hour? Is the leftover of my
Oh,
drinking
she
last
drank the
night.
leftovers. Credit. Hey, whoa, credit.
I will beat you if you have all your drinks.
I'll give you some credit. I drink the fifth. Exactly, RS. The Juggernaut V2 is a great RTA. There you go, Ian. Wait, that's not right. Asmodus is 60% off? Damn, DeMillan. DeMillan, don't tell me shit like that. 60% off on what? Everything? Don't tell me that because I need to get the new Hadron. You want an excavator to assist you in digging the hole a bit quicker? You know, Demon Hunter is funny you say that because the game we play, everything, fuck the million. I mean, damn. um, wow, 60% off is a great. Is there a code for that, the million? If Asmodus got everything 60% off, that's a great. Oh, everything's almost sold out. Dolores, that doesn't surprise me at all. If it's 60% off, then yeah, they probably are sold off. I don't make John Q. Let's get one thing clear. I don't make a dime off any of that. A dime, not even pennies. I don't make any money off my YouTube. None. Um, if I did, I could be like, hey, this is my job. I do YouTube, and this is how I make money. I got lots of friends on Xbox, and we play together. And I told them I do a show, but I never told them what my channel is, so they can't come in here and go, "Hey, look, it's Scuba." They have no idea what my channel is, so because I don't whore out my channel for a lack of words. I just don't do that. I don't promote myself. I don't say, hey, here's a new giveaway. Everybody, if you subscribe, you get a chance. No, I don't do all that because it's not worth it. I'd much rather be able to watch you guys' reactions and chat to be able to answer questions than try to do something, like that. But there you go. Are you unmuted now?
Yes. I was
Did
just
you steal
listening to
liquor
you
that
finish talking.
fast? You are a fast liquor stealer.
I am a fast liquor stealer. I don't pour as much in my
The
cup as
barrage
you
is
do.
worth having. Daryl, I have the RTA that's similar to the barrage, which is the fat fish. The fat fish is, and it's actually a really good RDA. I'm sorry, RDA. So I'm assuming the barrage is it because from what I remember, the barrage is very similar to the fat fish, except the barrage has the channels where your airflow comes down and at your coils. So the fat fish is like that, but it doesn't have the channels. It's just basically the airflow comes down and hits your coils, but it's one solid chamber instead of split chambers like the barrage is. But yeah, the fat fish is a great RDA, which is somewhere on my desk probably or around my desk. Is this a dead rabbit? No. Yeah. Wait. I think this is a dead rabbit. It's in black, but it has the bubble tank, top airflow. Dead rabbit is a great. Wait, that can't be the dead rabbit. This is the intake because it says Mike Vapes on the bottom. That's how I know. This is the intake dual. The dead rabbit though is really good. Another one, Pat. If you want to look it up, you're looking up the dead rabbit. Look up the intake. Whether you get the intake single coil or the intake dual, either one of those, great RTA. So look those two up too, Pat, while you're looking around. Dead rabbit and the intake are both going to be really similar. I like the intakes better. They're quieter, in my opinion. So I would go for the intake over the dead rabbit. Oh, you bought two dual intake RTAs. Well, there you go, Pat. There you go. they're great RTAs. I mean, if you've built them, then you should know that they're great. I got great flavor off the intake duals. I haven't had a problem having it. New York and California are low IQ voters. I cannot argue with that fact at all. Do you have any input, Mrs. Quiet?
I do not. I'm done talking about politics.
Whoa, I mean, you, you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm close to getting the Barrage for $16, but they only have Rainbow. Well, DeMillan, what's wrong with Rainbow? Come on,
Well, if you don't
DeMillan.
have a mod, Demillan likes all black
I
mods,
know DeMillan.
and she likes fugly box mods. So a rainbow tank would not look right on her
It
fugly
wouldn't go
robot
right with
mod.
her build.
Yeah,
It's
it's
too
too
flashy.
flashy, right?
Okay, well, I got you there. I understand that. And DeMillan vapes,
Now,
I
see, I have
saw.
the rainbow on this, and it matches close enough, but not an it matches more than anything else I have.
Now DeMillan, I watched DeMillan on her last show, and she was not
Hmm.
vaping. She was not vaping the evil dildo. She was vaping, from what I saw, the top side in
Uh-huh.
purple.
She does like her purple
Cause
though, so.
I see
But the
shit like that,
rainbow would
DeMillan.
match
I
purple
know.
really good. Because the
She,
rainbow has, I mean, the rainbow would pretty match any color because it kind of takes on the hue of whatever you put it on. So, I mean,
Are we that petty of vapors? I'm just saying, do we have to have shit that matches
look,
exactly?
with the amount of items that are out there, there's no reason to not match. But yes, we
Yeah,
are
but
that petty because look, that
oh, it was a rage. Okay, well I couldn't tell, DeMillan. You had your hand curved all
the
the way around.
the heat treated that Wu
Purple
Tang
rage with a green top side. Just saying.
well, purple and green match like a now later, but the Wu
Knock them
Tang
out later.
Zodiac edition that I have, right? It's heat treated, so it's purple and gold. I've never used it mainly because I can't find an Addy that matches. I just can't find one. And it's a gorgeous mod, and I would love to use it, but I can't find one that matches the color and won't give me a dead short. Oh, I'm very matchy
Matchy
matchy.
matchy has never mattered to me. John
I've
Q
matched
says.
my mods to
You
my
know,
outfit,
I,
especially if I was going out somewhere. Yeah, like the Christmas party. I made my mod match my outfit. You damn right I did. Yeah. There's no reason not to be
well,
matchy matchy.
that's the thing. I mean, do you think that mod makers should make mods and tanks in more colors just to be accepted better, or for people to buy more because they come in more colors? I really don't. I mean, if you make black and silver, which matches mostly everything on the market, isn't that enough? I mean, when they come out with more colors, it's great, but I'd love blue. I mean, if
Yeah.
they come out, say where they come out with black, silver, blue, and red. Those are the four main colors I look for. But I know women like, they want pink and they want purple and green and
But 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 here's the thing: when you have different colors, right? Different colored mods, or when they make when they make mods for women, right? The women's mods, they expect us to want little tiny small dainty mods. No, I want a mod I can knock a motherfucker out with. Pink is not necessarily my go-to color. I like red. I like purple. My Nazy mod is turquoise. Not
yeah.
turquoise. It's teal. Um, I just like to have different
See,
colors.
Dolores likes black, which I completely understand. So, and I don't think that they should design mods specifically for women as far as colors go, because women are not all, don't all women are not going to go, hey, I want freaking a pink mod. I don't think that's the
Right.
way it should be. But if the option is there, if you have the choice between black, silver, pink, blue, orange, red, gold, Are you going to go with an off color as opposed to one of the standard colors, which would be black and silver, teal? I'm just saying, if it has a multitude of colors, are you going to go for the ones that's weird, that are different colored? And then say you get a teal mod.
Mm-hmm.
What tank is going to be teal to match that mod? Unless that company comes out with a mod and tank that has specific color matching, because you could have a
Well,
teal
okay.
RDA that doesn't match a teal mod because they're two different
Well,
colors
like
altogether.
my Nazy, right? So I have a stainless steel Addy on that, but I made the drip tip match. Um,
Right, right. And drip
yeah.
tips, you can get every color drip
I
tip
mean,
under
drip
the
tips are
sun.
the good way to accessorize because no matter what color your mod is, if you get a basically either stainless steel, black, or gunmetal, you can do because those colors really go with everything, right? They go, then not necessarily match, they go, and then you could accessorize with your drip tip to make it match.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose right here,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Well, you don't have any money to flip coin, so.
Oh,
Well,
so
drip tips are
did
way
I flip coin
expensive,
too
so
much
I
money?
like
Well,
drip
damn.
tips, but I'm not paying. But you don't have any money. Oh shit.
Vape Dave is
We got
playing in a
another mod
band.
heist.
I
Don't knock the
don't
booze
think
over
I
this
don't think I
time,
can
Dave.
mod heist.
Well, see, that's like Superman colors right there, Chunky. I don't know. I'm not muted. I can hear you.
Okay, how about now? My bad, my bad.
What'd you do? Did you press a
I don't
button?
know how the hell that happened. Somehow my mic got muted. When I tried to
Hmm.
type, it muted my shit. My
Uh
bad.
oh.
My bad, guys. Um, Scuba is muted. We're
Okay.
getting the delayed effect, but yeah.
I wouldn't scream over the spiders. The spiders live with me.
No, the spiders live separately in another corner of the
Yeah, but
house.
they don't, I mean, if they were all over Steve's desk, I'd be like, Katie,
Ooh, I
your,
just got the
your,
chills from that
your
shit.
spiders are loose.
Yeah.
Well, one of them got out the other day. Katie was feeding her and set the lid down, and she decided she was going to cruise around the room. The cat was just kind of looking at her and then looking at Katie like, yo, that big creepy furry thing is out. She didn't try to go after it though, because the cat's not stupid. But
It's the
Katie
rats
doesn't have
Katie has.
rats. She's got ferrets, and the ferrets are absolutely adorable. They are so cute. They're
The
smelly
ferrets
little
like to
bastards.
bite on your feet and shit.
Well, I don't think it's the fact that they
Only
like
me
to
and
bite your
Patrick.
feet.
Okay, the pet.
It's not. Sometimes, yeah, they are long rats.
Does she
They're
call me
cat
Scuba
snakes.
all the
Um,
time? Demillan, actually, she does not call me Scuba. I've never heard her say Scuba to me ever. She
I,
really don't even call
yeah.
me. She really don't even give a fuck. She just don't call me at all.
What? Well, these ferrets, they all right. So they go after his feet and Patrick's feet, but I think the reason they go after their feet is because they scream like girls and dance around, and the ferrets think it's a game. So
Really?
when they bite my feet, I'm just like, don't bite my feet, and it's no fun for them. So they do try to jump up my legs, and like one of them thinks she's a mountain climber, and tries to climb. Well, she does climb up the cat tree, and then realizes she has no way to get
Demon
down.
Hunter is funny. Like I was trying to say earlier, it's funny that you say excavator because the game we play, there is a type of armor called the excavator armor.
Mhm.
And when you use that armor, you actually can dig up more materials by using excavator armor. So that's
You're
kind of
just
funny.
all eaten up with that game. Everything goes back to Fallout. I'm gonna get you banned again just so you can't
He
play,
said
and we can
excavator.
watch
I mean,
movies and
there's
shit.
excavator armor in the game. So yeah,
I know there is, but yeah. What do you mean I don't call you? I call you.
what you mean you call me? You
You
don't
said I
call
don't
me
call.
and
She
say,
doesn't call me
you don't
anything. She
call
don't
me
give a shit.
Scuba.
No,
You don't
I don't
say,
call you
hey,
Scuba.
hey,
I call you
Scuba.
babe
There you go.
or by your name.
No, you've never called me by my name. You may be babe, but it's never by my name.
I
Ever.
have called you by your name. I've called you by your full name when you weren't paying attention to me.
When? Ever.
I don't
Ever.
know. I know because you
Exactly, because you never have. You
no
never
because I
ever
did,
have.
and you were like,
Now she's gonna fucking do it.
"Don't call me
The
Steven. My
question
name's
is,
not
what do you
Steven."
call him?
Yes, it is.
RS exactly. What do you call him?
I
I don't
call him
know.
babe.
She'll say, "Hey, fucker." You know that. There you go. That's.
No, Fokker is somebody completely different that is now selling Nissans in Texas.
Stream some Fallout. You want to see? Oh, you want to
His
see my
camp
camp,
sucks.
Tetley?
My camp is better.
I could. My camp sucks. Her camp is okay. I'll give her. Her
It was
camp is a
good
little
until
better.
you redid it and fucked up everything that I built.
What do you mean? I redid it. I didn't redo shit. You redid it.
No, you redid it. I built your camp and you fucked it all up. Move shit around.
Stream some games. I can do that, Daryl. I can stream. I'll have to. Right now, we have both Xboxes upstairs.
Can you stream it from up here?
With a computer, I'd have to move my whole
There's
computer.
literally one right underneath the TV. I'm on it right now.
Your computer sucks ass.
Oh, fuck off. It does not.
It does too.
Works. It does not. He did ruin it.
I
Yours
did
is
not
better,
ruin the
but doesn't
camp.
mean my sucks ass.
What's wrong with my
It
camp? My
works. What's
camp
wrong
is
with my
pimped out.
computer?
My camp has different colored vending machines. It's
So
badass.
does mine.
Oh, well, I did it. That's why.
So what's that got to
So,
do with anything?
really, what's that got
Mine
to do with
actually
it?
looks like a
I,
house.
oh, yeah,
Yours
yours
is,
does. Okay.
yeah.
Good night,
Cloud
Cloud
Chucker.
Chucker. You mean Xbox doesn't have a built YouTube? It does. It does, Telly Man. But if I do it
He's gonna
via
make everything difficult.
YouTube, if I do the streaming like that, it's gonna suck because the video quality will really. I have to have a computer involved and use an Elgato. Otherwise, the video stream would look like ass. I mean, it really would. So I have to do it that way.
Hmm.
The Odd Couple. Okay, see now this is vaping. I don't think it's gurgling anymore. No, now it's vaping perfect. See,
See, I think that's what he should do because those people on Twitch will just give you money for anything.
it's
It's
weird,
insane.
right? If
Yeah.
you start streaming on Twitch, but then again, if you stream on Twitch and you do anything that's not conducive of Bethesda's rules,
And what do you do aside from
ammo,
your prior indiscretion?
ammo.
Well,
That's the
then
main
don't.
thing.
I mean, you
Don't
know
do
what?
that.
Everybody does that. No, what I meant was your prior indiscretion. I mean, you could, you know, um,
I don't have no ammo converter at my base
right.
like
You're not
half
breaking
the
any
other people in the
rules.
world.
The oopsie with the oh shit, now I got a full clip. That's a feature. Obviously, they haven't fixed it
Yeah.
yet. So I mean, what are you
Well, in
supposed to do? Not
4 days they
reload
have
your
a new
weapon?
update, guys. If in 4 days they have
Hmm.
a new update, which does include op missions, which maybe I'll stream some of that. I don't want to do it on Twitch though. I
That's
mean,
actually
Twitch
a really
is
good
like,
name, Dave. Yeah. No,
so
I think you should stream it on Twitch.
I could. Um,
Why not let people give you money for playing a game? What the hell's wrong with you? Why
I've
wouldn't you?
never I've never been about trying to make money off my streams, but I mean I
Well, it's
could,
playing a
honestly.
video game, so do it.
It'd be a lot more exciting than what they do because they're about boring as hell, the ones that I've seen anyway.
Well, how many 10-year-olds can you watch play Fortnite? Them little motherfuckers make money. Why can't you?
Somebody tell
No,
Scuba
no, we're
about
not telling
OnlyFans.
Scuba about OnlyFans. He's not
What is
stripping for a bunch of
OnlyFans?
weirdos.
Stripping? What?
It,
I think Katie knows what the hell you're talking
the
about. Cause
OnlyFans groups are they're like Instagram accounts or Twitch streams or whatever, where it's basically the only reason I know about this because I follow Chris Crocker, who is a hoot.
you know
Um,
about this?
Apparently, he has an OnlyFans. He's also a gay porn star. So the OnlyFans part, you got to subscribe to it, and apparently you get access to like the Twitch chicks. And now that they can't show their
Well,
boobs
I'm not
anymore,
wearing I'm not
you
wearing a
get.
damn
Well, you're
wig
not
like
doing an
Doctor
OnlyFans,
Disrespect.
so we're
Oh, I'm
just
just
not
saying.
doing that. No,
Doctor
no.
Disrespect has his wig on. He does his
Yeah,
whole,
John Q.
and
They
he's
actually
got
give you money.
millions of followers. But
He's a fucking dweeb. You're not doing that.
he's a two-time champion. He'll
I
let you
don't
know.
care. He
He'll
looks
tell
like
you
an
that.
idiot wearing a costume and a fucking wig. That looks ridiculous. Grown ass man wearing a fucking. It's stupid.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the internet. The internet. Well, I mean, the good thing is that he
Drunk
can't
gaming
run
night with
himself
Scuba.
over
That would
with
be
an
fun,
ACV.
Daryl. That actually would be fun. Let me get
Mm.
wasted and try and play games. I
No,
go lots of
because
nuke drunk. That would be
Scuba
fun.
is not going to do an OnlyFans. He's not. That's no. He's not
No,
going to.
no, I don't do that.
So
Scuba has to give his subs pics of his junk. You don't want to see pics of my junk, John Q. No.
only I have pics of his junk. No one else is allowed.
Hey,
What?
hey. What about
What?
pics of my junk? Wait, hey, what you do?
I do.
Stop taking pics of my junk. Anyways,
No, I will not. Stop posing for him.
stop. Really? I'm posing for him? Okay, apparently I posed for some pics of my
Hmm.
junk.
Ask Katie. She got blasted in the face with your booty on one of those pictures.
Well, Katie went browsing through pictures she shouldn't have browsed through.
No, she said when it updated, it like refreshed all the pictures. So yeah, she saw your butt.
She said, no, I just went to the gallery and it was right there.
Uh-huh.
What did DeMillan just post? Oh, Lord. DeMillan, really?
Mm,
Oh, that. Damn, that's an old ass picture, DeMillan.
it is.
That was when I spilled juice on my crotch or something. Damn, how do you. Oh, my God, that,
Jamilin, why
that
are you
picture
taking
is
pictures
so
of Scuba's
old.
crotch?
I can tell because.
Just curious.
Do you see
I
that
appreciate it, but
mod wrap of around my Relo, which, of all things? I have that out in the
yeah.
garage somewhere, and that camera right next to my fan is very fucking old. There's a slot
Hmm.
machine. Oh my God, I can't even look at that. That's so old, I can't even. Damn, DeMillan.
I
Wow.
bet Jamilin has so many pictures. Yeah.
Yeah,
Reasons.
DeMillan's like, I got screenshots of your ass, man. I got your ass.
Yeah, Jamilin, you're gonna have to send me a bunch of those pictures because I need them. Because I
You don't
clearly
need
don't
them.
have
You
as
don't
many
need them.
as you do. I do need them. Yeah,
We only have 1 minute left. What
I
happened to the
know.
time?
I
We
don't
didn't even
know.
get. I was gonna build on the cave. Well, the cave fun. Honestly, look, it's full of juice. I can't even build this damn
Well,
thing.
you haven't been vaping it because who wants to
I
vape
was
on
a
a fucking cave
screenshot
phone?
addict. Well, good for you, DeMillan, because you probably got screenshots that I don't even have. I can vape it, Daryl. This is, I think it's a K-Fun V4. It vapes great. I have it at 15 watts because it's at a point 0.9 something, 0.90 it says. So anything,
Black man
you vape
portfolio.
that's around 1 ohm,
I
you're
already
probably
got
going to
that.
vape in the teenish range. So that's why.
Oh, hey, it's gonna rain again. Surprise, surprise.
Please tell people I'm still working on getting more of the points corrected from the old chat logs. It is slow going. Darthing, hey, take your time. I really appreciate what you're doing. For you to get as far as you have is freaking awesome. I mean, I can only do so much from this side because they closed the old bot down. You literally
Mm-hmm.
cannot even log in. You can log into the old bot and it'll say, hey, Google does not permit this application anymore. So I cannot run the old bot. I wish I could at least one more time just to save the files, but it won't even run it. It's kind of fucked up, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But and I gave Dire Thing every bit
Damn,
of the
Dyer.
coin files, so Dire Thing is like going above and beyond. You're welcome, Scorp, and I appreciate you
He wasn't thanking you. He was thanking
and
Dyer.
all your drum messages.
Revealing Scuba's
That
secret
dude does
identity.
look like me, I gotta admit. And what's
Hey,
up,
Talion.
Talion? Damn, Talion just gonna show up at the end of the show. The hell you been, Talion? I have not seen your new show yet. I haven't seen any of your shows yet, Talion. And for that, I apologize. I don't even know what time your show is. I know you moved over to the other net into the ashes or something, and your show is there. I don't know what time it is, but I will try to watch it if I know what time it is. So you need to tell me right now.
They have a schedule.
They have a
Mm-hmm.
schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talion, I will catch the very next show that you do. I promise. If I don't fucking forget because I'm old.
Uh-oh.
Scuba side gig. There's Dire Thing in with the win. Damn, look at me I'm playing the drums, man. I'm getting
From the
down.
ashes, Dolores.
With my damn goggles on so I could see the drums because they're too far for me to see.
Mm-hmm.
Which network on iVlog? I think Dolores is called Into the Ashes. I
From the
could be
ashes.
wrong. Oh, From the
From the
Ashes. I
ashes.
apologize. From the Ashes. I haven't even been over there yet to check it out. I'm sure, I can go over there and check it out. But yeah, From the Ashes on iVlog. Um, as you know, and the whole thing is, the other side had this whole basically tear down of the operators or owners of the channel and don't really know where the future of the other side is going at this point because we don't know who's going to end up continuing the subscription of the other side as a multi-broadcaster network. So if the other side doesn't continue to exist,
Mm-hmm.
then most of the other hosts that were on that network have moved over to Into the Ashes. But um, I do appreciate everything
Mm-hmm.
that T Storms did on the other side. It was a great network. I can't say anything bad about the network at all. It's just that no matter what network, and I've stressed this on so many damn shows, no matter what network you own, there's always some kind of issue between the host and the owners to where I don't know if they feel underpowered or don't feel like their voice is heard, one of the two. And it ends up in some kind of conflict to where the network breaks down. And at that point, people move to another network or they go to broadcast
Yeah.
on their own.
Like
And
IRS said, I think in this case, I think they just got kind of burnt out on
the
it.
owners were tired.
You know,
I
the
don't agree with,
returns.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree with any of that, and I could see, people would think, hell,
I
by
think
this point,
tomorrow
I should be
Tetley's going to be the
tired.
last one
I've
over
been
there.
broadcasting now for almost 11 years,
Hmm.
even though all of it's not on YouTube. I know a lot of it got deleted. All the stuff that I had on, um, damn, I can't even think of the name of the network. Um, is it Vaping Underground?
Vaping
Holy
Underground.
shit, I
Yeah.
can't even remember.
V.
That's
Oh,
bad when you can't even remember the name
V.
of
VU
VU
Live.
Live.
Uh huh.
VU Live. All the stuff that was on VU Live, they deleted because they're assholes. Fuck you, Tiger and Joe. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, that wasn't Joe. That was that other fuck. But yeah.
Well, it's stupid. Why delete educational shows that's on your network, but keep shit on there that is completely bullshit? I mean, the educational shows actually, you could learn something from, and they fucking deleted every one of my shows, every one of them. Now, the good thing is, I did save most of those in my hard drive. I can re-upload
Mm-hmm.
them if it needs to be. I'll re-upload them, and they can't get me for
Mm-hmm.
copyright because it's my fucking show, and they can kiss my fucking ass.
I don't
But
think they would
I can
try at all
re-upload them if
anyway. But
need be, but it would take a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll re-upload them. I don't give a damn. But yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah,
Well,
I may do
Dolores, I
that,
think you should.
Dolores. It's just it's bullshit that they even, they. This is the thing, right? When I left VU Live, I
Are we really going to get
I
into that now?
yeah, we're gonna get into it right now, even though it's past
Okay.
time.
All right.
When I left
Let it
VU
rip, babe.
Live,
Go ahead.
I deleted myself. I went into Facebook, deleted myself from Facebook, deleted myself from their YouTube channel, deleted myself as a mod, everything else. They didn't. If I didn't delete myself, I'd probably still be a mod on VU Live because they don't fucking
Oh,
check
I don't
shit.
know. I was unceremoniously removed before I even said whether I was going to continue or not.
John
Um,
Q, I will
I
say this
had no
right
choice
now.
about it.
Fuck Rage.
I
Fuck
was
Rage.
removed the very next day as a mod and everything, just removed from everything. And I literally had not spoken 2 words to that man. So, um, yeah,
Rage is
I
a
don't
bald
have.
faced bullshit
Yeah.
liar. Oh, if you go ahead and leave the channel, then none of this will be made public. Not even 8 hours later. Not even 8 hours later. He went live and told everything.
Hmm.
Not even 8 hours after I told him, okay, fine, I'll leave the network, I'll do what you say. Made my own public resignation bullshit fucking show, and then he posted his bullshit
Hmm.
after he told me he was not going to do that.
Well, and what
Fuck
bothered me
Rage.
about it wasn't that he told everybody, because in my opinion he had every right to. I didn't like how he did it. I didn't like the fact that he planned it ahead of time and announced that there. No, you know what, John Q? Fuck Tiger for dragging me into that bullshit and talking shit to me like she knows
Yeah,
me, because I didn't
Tiger
have fuck all
Tiger
to
was
do with
like,
that. So
Munchkin, you're
she can
just the
kiss
next
my
one
white
in the
ass.
fucking
Yeah,
Munchkin, you're just the next one in Scuba's fucking
yeah.
reign of fucking
So
whores or whatever.
yeah.
It's just like,
Well,
really?
she didn't quite
You don't know
go that far,
shit,
but
Tiger. You don't know
she
shit.
she went far enough. And but like I said, the way he did it, the way he planned it, the way he announced it, that the show was going to happen, and then when it started, he was like a greeter at the door. Thank you for coming. Are you going to pass out popcorn? And you know what I mean? I don't. He made it into a production because he wanted attention, and that's all there was to it. It wasn't that he felt wronged or that he wanted to explain it or tell the other side of the story. All he wanted was attention and sympathy. He had every right to tell people, no, that's not what happened. I'm not going to let him get out of it that easy. He kind of fucked me over. He had every right to do that. He did. Because he was wronged. He was a victim, period. That's all there is, full stop, right? But the way he went about it was an attention whore. That's all there was.
Um,
That's all it was.
well, T Storms,
Well,
I want
Joe
to
had nothing to
say
do with it. Joe wasn't involved. Tiger joined that show and put her 2 cents in, even though it was none of her fucking business. And
T
to be
Storms, I
honest with
want
you,
to
it was none
say
of
that you
anybody
did
else's
an
business either.
excellent job at being an owner at the other side. I don't think that you had anything to do with all the conflict that was involved. I mean, you got to think of it
He was the
like
one with the
this:
other girlfriends that he wanted to
as
marry
far
immediately.
as any network is concerned, there's going to be problems, and it's hard to deal with those problems on an individual basis. You can't keep up with everything. I completely understand that. As far as the Tiger thing goes and the Joe thing goes and whatever they did, but it was, it was a personal attack against me without them even knowing the full story. If they knew the full story of me, they would shut the fuck up. I'll tell you right now. Most of y'all that have followed me throughout the years would know that what happened between then and now was basically something that was not changeable. It was going to happen whether it be broadcasting wise or whatever. Um, the stuff that happened between me and my wife, oh my God, I don't even want to get him started on that shit. Um, she may even watch the damn show. I really don't give a fuck at this point. She knows what she did, and to break the vows of our marriage, she can fuck off. Straight up, she can fuck off. I never did anything, not one fucking thing, to screw up the vows of our marriage. She did it first. I promise you that from the bottom of my heart. I didn't do one fucking thing until she fucked up. So y'all can accuse me and blame me all you want, but I'll tell you what, she fucked up. And when she did that, it just destroyed me and fuck everything else after that. So there you go. That's as blunt as I can put it. And if she wants to come on the fucking chat right now and talk shit, bring your fucking ass because I'm right here, right here. She knows
She's
what
not
she
going
did,
to.
and not only did she do it with whoever the fuck, with my best friend on top of the matter, which is no longer my best friend. I will tell you. Um, she banged my best friend. I know a lot of y'all are hearing this for the first time, going, "Holy motherfucker!"
Well, and
Yeah,
all the other people your
my
friends would
wife
call
was
you about and go,
fucking
so
my
is this
best
about so
friend.
and so?
My wife was fucking my best friend. Fuck him. And if I ever see that motherfucker, I told him, I said, your shadow better not ever, ever cross my path again. And it's not because of the fact that I'm with Shannon Renell at all. It's the principle of the thing. It's because he was my so-called best friend and went and banged my wife. Do you understand? It's because he was my best friend and went and banged my wife. For I mean multiple years we were best friends, and he went and fucking did that shit. Fuck him and his speed, multiple drug induced fucking habit, which is gonna kill him. And fuck you if you'd fucking die, Mike. I don't give a fuck if you fucking die from taking all your goddamn drugs. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just saying.
And
But
he
yeah.
knows he's guilty because when you said that to him, it's not like he tried to reach out to you any other way or ask anybody else, "Hey,
No,
what the
the
hell's going
motherfucker
on with
messaged
Scuba?
me and
What's
was
he
like,
talking about?"
Scuba,
Yeah.
what's up? And I'm like, you know what? You can fuck off. You and everything about you can fuck off. So, yeah, there we go. I I don't want to bring up too much of this
Well, it's
in the
kind of too
show,
late for that,
but
babe.
yeah,
And just yeah.
it's
Do
just
you feel better now?
it's something. Yeah, I do feel better.
Okay. Good.
It's
Good.
some shit I need off my chest, and
Mhm.
it's just it really gets to me that people would do shit like this. Not only was I married for long time,
Mhm.
I had kids with this woman, and he
Mhm.
decided, you know what? I'm gonna fuck his wife, even though we were supposed to be really good friends. I'm gonna fuck his wife, and which I don't place the blame completely on him. It's also her fault. You don't just fucking, just do some shit like that. It's also her fault.
Well, it wasn't
So,
her first time, so I
no,
mean, you got.
exactly, right? It's like,
Look,
fuck it, I'll fuck another person.
when he
Fuck it.
left, right, right. So he had friends call him and was like, "So y'all split? Was it because of so and so?" And he's like, "No. What the fuck's up with that?"
So
So there's
all
like
this
three different fucking
bullshit that they
people.
put on
Yeah.
VU Live about me fucking with somebody, they can fuck off. They have no idea. They have no idea what's going on in the background. No fucking clue. So they can kiss my fucking ass. All of VU Live. Which VU Live went down the tubes, which I said it was going to do when I left. And as soon as I left, it
Kroger,
went
Roger, Kroger.
straight down the tubes. Straight down the fucking tubes.
That was that
Fuck
was
them.
that was actually number two, apparently. Yeah.
This is vaping
Mhm.
really good right now, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm out
Well,
of
I
drink.
think we
Damn.
need to wrap this up because
Look,
I don't know that you need anything else to drink. Do you
I
want to
do
come
need more to
upstairs and
drink.
blow something up?
Are
Would
you
that
gonna
make you
blow
feel
what?
better?
You gonna blow what?
I said, do you want to come upstairs and blow something up?
No, you said you were gonna blow something if I came upstairs. I know I heard that. Didn't hey, y'all heard it, right? She said she was gonna blow
Oh
something
no,
if I came upstairs.
I did not
She
say
said
that.
she was gonna blow something if I came upstairs. I heard that. Well, thank you, T Storms. You know what? And I appreciate you, T Storms. I really do think all
Y'all
that.
shush. I did not say that.
Well, I really think that people that watch me should know, and now we're down to 35 people watching because apparently they don't care, but
Mhm.
I really think that y'all should know the truth of what's going down and that, my conscience is clear. I really have nothing to look on behind me and go, "Oh, I fucked up," because that is not the way it went down. And what I've done now, I'm actually with a woman now that truly cares about me instead of saying they do and are completely full of shit. Um, Shannon surprises me on a daily basis.
Well,
She
good, because
actually
she's fugly, John Q. So.
she actually truly does care about me. She says this to me every day that makes me go, why do you even like me? I don't know, but she does.
Thank you.
And I didn't have that the last I would say the last 10 years of my marriage because my wife literally didn't give a fuck. Literally didn't give a fuck. And it's sad, but that's the honest truth of the matter. And if you're watching right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can fuck off too. You can drink. You know what? Vape some more. Tapped out. There you go. Because everything I'm saying is the God honest truth, and fuck that. I'm just beyond the bullshit. Beyond the bullshit.
That's not what
Straight
I
up
thought,
truth.
RS, but yeah, that'll work too.
Thank you, Dar thing. I try to be. I'm always up front with you guys. I'm always up front with you guys, and I've laid it down to the letter every single time. And you guys still come and watch me, which I really appreciate. And I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I don't want anybody to go, oh, we feel sorry for Scuba. Let's watch Scuba. I really, I'm just laying it out like it is. Honestly, like it is. T-Storms did an excellent job running TOS. I really, honestly believe that in the heart of hearts. I wish I would have broadcast there, but I honestly didn't have the time. Not to mention the fact that I knew if I got into a network that it would end up in trouble, which ended up happening, but not because of me, obviously. But it happened, and it's just the reality of networks. It happens
Hmm.
with every fucking network. It's almost
No,
it's like even if I started a network, it would end in failure. I
well,
guarantee it.
here's the thing though, is real life comes first, and that's it's a lot to manage, and even doing a show once a week, when you work and you're like, fuck, now I gotta go home, and
Well,
it's a lot. It becomes a lot,
you
even if
have your own
even when you're
channel.
hanging out with your friends, and
You have your own channel guidelines, and then you have the network guidelines, right?
hmm
So you have to follow not only the network guidelines, what they put down, whether or not you can broadcast this or that. You have to follow that. And then when you get down to the network guidelines and they fine tune it, that's where the problems start, because you're putting a restriction on their broadcast
but that was one of the
on
great things
top
about
of.
toss, though, is we didn't really have any restrictions.
That's the good. Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's like
So,
you do your things as long as you follow the terms of service for iVlog. You just do whatever you want, which was great, and that's why there was such a variety of shows. But I mean, it comes to a point where you're trying to manage and trying to promote it and trying to get new talent to come on, and everybody has other things going on in their life, and it's a lot to try to it's like herding fucking cats, you know I mean, you can't.
well, if I thought me coming over to toss right now would save the network, I would do it. I really don't think I don't have that much pull. I know a lot of people think that,
We don't
oh,
have the money to pay for a multi-broadcast right
right,
now.
right, exactly, right. We don't have the money to pay for a multi-broadcaster license, but,
Dolores, don't count that out, because Roger and Peanut and I spoke, and we are going to I'm going to try to see what we can do elsewhere. The plan is right now I'd like to talk to Case and possibly move over to From the Ashes as well, and to see if we can get
this is my
um,
okay. I want to know
some more
this.
estrogen in
Who
the show.
started who started From the Ashes? Who owns
It
From the
is
Ashes?
Andrea, Case, and um, Minx, ID Minx.
Really?
Hmm.
So Case is one. So there's three owners:
Hmm.
Andrea, Case, and Meeks.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, I can see Case being an owner. Andrea, maybe. Okay. It's
I
just
don't know. I
I
didn't
don't
know they had
know.
another channel.
The whole thing, and then can you depend on them paying for the multi-broadcaster
Okay,
license?
here's the thing, and don't take this the wrong way, okay? Right? Please don't take this the wrong way. I don't care. You know what I mean? If we move over there and then a year from now they're like, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. We're shutting down the channel. Just go somewhere else. I mean, I don't this is not my identity. You know what I mean? I don't this is
Yeah,
not
Case has been
my
around a
world.
long time,
So,
Breeze. You're correct in that. Case has
yeah,
been around a
so
long time.
I'm not this is not paying my rent. You know what I mean? If it was, I might put a little bit of thought into it. It might be a little bit more important. Is this channel still going to be around? Other than that, I don't. It doesn't. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it's just it is. It is what it is, and I'll just go with the flow. As long as people show up to watch, as long as we have a place to cast, I'll do it. And when we don't anymore, then I'll come harass the fuck out of you. Yeah.
Hey, I got
Like,
no problem with it.
yeah.
Like I said, Speed couldn't even be here tonight because he's getting his truck worked on.
Hmm.
And why not just use Scuba's channel for the show? It Tetley, if Shannon ever wanted to use my channel to broadcast, she's more than welcome, but she's
I'll
never
tell you
asked me.
why right now, Tetley. Because the only viewers we have are the ones that are already there on an existing channel. If we casted somewhere like YouTube, we'd have like 6 viewers. you know?
No, 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 that's
So
not true. If you came and
I
broadcast on
don't
my
believe
channel,
that.
if you came and broadcast on my channel, you would get the people that watch me to
What
come
would
watch
John Q
you.
do bracelets? You know what, John Q? Why don't you hit up Owl, all right, and have him make you some what would John Q do bracelets? I would fucking buy one and I
What
would
would
wear
John
a
Q
what would
do?
John Q do bracelet. I'm telling you right now. If you get them made, I will totally fucking wear one.
What would John
Because
Q
that's
do?
hilarious. I would wear it, or what would John Q do? Vape bands. I would put one of those on my tank. And people would be like, "What does that mean?" You really don't want to know, because lots of horrible, horrible decisions would probably come out of that thought of, what would John Q do? It probably wouldn't end well, which is why I'm all for it. I think you should do it. Yeah,
Well,
see, Breeze would
I,
wear one too.
I,
Who
I
wouldn't
just,
wear one?
I'm just saying, I don't want to put anything.
Well, you could put the what would John Q do on one side and then FUJQ on the other. We could.
Whether the From the Ashes channel, gets a lot of subscribers and gets, I still
Call
don't
it
want to
could.
put anything behind what T
Hmm.
Storms did in the other side. It was a great channel. It was awesome to
Hmm.
watch the shows on that channel. So I commend T Storms for what they did on that network. Whether or not
Hmm.
she stepped down or not, it's still it was a great channel to go and watch. When I ever could, I would always go watch that. So
Yeah.
I appreciate what they did on that network while it was there. Yes.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, I enjoyed everybody there. So
It's fun to watch. I
yes, you have
mean,
become an
it's
inmate
not
too.
as easy it's not as easy as YouTube to come to watch. But then
No, but I
again,
dig the bottom cams because I like having the people down at the
you're very
bottom.
welcome, T
They
Storms.
feel like part of the show when you can see them watching you.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
it's
that.
freaking awesome to
No.
have the bottom cams. You're doing a show and you can see the reactions on the bottom cams. That's
Hmm.
freaking awesome. I love that part of the whole iVlog network as far as that goes.
I would pay to see John Q in a push-up bra. I'm just saying, not much, but I'd pay.
Well, hello,
Vaping luscious. Mm.
vaping luscious. How
Well,
you doing? Long time no see. Well, I've been here every week for God knows how many years, vaping luscious. From since 1983. No, not that far back, but yeah, 1983 is even before my graduation from high school. Shit, I'm an
I was
86
7.
guy. Don't remind me how old I am when I graduate in 86. Shit.
Purple Boat. Okay, I remember Purple Boat.
Purple Bolt. There you go. Yeah, Vapors TV. Vapors TV was great back in the day because Vapors TV gave you the option to be able to switch between shows quickly. You could go and look and be like, oh, this show is on click.
Hmm.
This show is on click.
Everything was all in one
It,
place.
it
Yep.
wasn't, but they screwed that up
So
themselves.
Mark and
So,
his mother had to go fuck it all up, right? All good things must come to an end eventually, though. So um, It's
Yeah, they screwed
yeah,
that up. I
yeah.
gotta have another drink, and I'm out of mixer. Well, hell, we're almost out
Well,
of alcohol, thanks to you.
well,
But
What do you mean? Thanks to me?
you came and
Who's
drank.
down there slurring their speech?
I'm not slurring a damn thing.
You
You understand?
slurring. You slur.
I'm not slurring.
You're
I'm not
slurring.
slurring. Slurring.
Mm-hmm.
You're slurring. Hey, I got. Look,
You're
I can
slurring.
almost look. I'm gonna drink this straight. Oh, look,
You
there's
go
liquor in
for
there.
it. See that bottle that he's drinking down there, right? So I bought not that one, the other one. An agent brought that to me. My agents pay me in liquor because they know what they do to me,
That's
and
Woo!
they know
nasty.
that I'm gonna
Woo!
need
Well,
that.
thanks, Dave. Damn, that was strong. That was ski wrong right there.
You remember
Holy
me,
shit.
Purple? But I wasn't Munchkin back then. I was somebody else. Do you remember who I
You
was?
were vaping deli. Oh
Because
shit, my headphones are dying. You didn't
no, I
charge
wasn't
this? What the
vaping deli.
fuck?
It was charged
Well,
fully.
they're
You've been on
dead.
for
They're
two and
binging.
a half
They
hours.
just binged at me twice. They're like,
What does
hey,
that tell you?
it tells me you didn't charge shit.
Fuck off. I did charge it.
Okay, that's 3 dings in my ear. All right.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Mrs.
me.
Deli. There you go, vaping
Hey, see,
Lucius.
he
It was
got it
vaping Deli.
wrong. It's luscious, not Lucius.
Does this thing have to
Lucius
ding at
Clay.
you every fucking 3 seconds? Holy shit, it's
Yes.
dinging at me. All right, guys, we have to get off here
He's
because my.
Lucius from the Woolly Swamp.
Oh, if it don't shut the fuck up.
Ding 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 ding
It's
ding.
dinging. It's dinging this ass off. I have to get off here because my headphones are dying. I hope you have.
Ding
I
ding
hope you
ding
have
ding
a
ding ding
great
ding.
weekend. Ding 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 ding. I'm hearing it. Y'all have a great weekend out there. Stay safe and congrats on beating Corona. And even if you did catch Corona, catch Corona. Congrats to you for beating it and still being here alive. And we will catch you guys next week at the same bat time, same. This thing
Bye.
bings every fucking 3 seconds.
It does, because it's telling you time's up.
Fuck
Show's
this
over.
headset. All right.
Everybody go home.
Y'all have a great weekend.
You
And
don't
we will
have to go
catch you
home, but
guys
you can't
next
stay here.
Friday at the same time, same channel, and maybe I'll broadcast some live video of me launching nukes and shit on Fallout. That would be cool. I'll try. Peace out,
All
guys. Have a good one.
right.
Good night. Have a good one. Bye. Peace out.